So I told Janet Jackson, this will be the last time.
What was it?
It never is.
It never is the third.
Did it feel
Hi,
like
everybody.
the first time?
Feels like the very first. Welcome everybody to Dice Soup, brought to you by Once Upon a D20 at patreon.com/Once Upon a D20, or right here on Twitch or YouTube, wherever you happen to be catching us right now. That sounds delicious.
It's a yerba, so
Yerba.
Yes.
Yeah, yerba.
Yerba.
Which one?
I'm the what?
enlightenment.
Nailed it. So, when last we left off, the crew was running away from the incursion into the Righteous Brand camp, and Akira doing their best impression of fucking off and flying so far away so quickly, but brightly, into the forest, where Sirs not appearing in this film, Brandor and Valineth, were lying in wait to receive the package, and
Nice.
and so dashing towards the obviously predetermined location in the forest. After several hours of revelry and hanging out, you all begin to sprint into the darkness.
Sprint,
Wait, is it still dark for you? Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute.
Yeah, it looks good for me.
Looks
Oh,
good.
yes. Some of us, he might just
No,
be
I
off on
see
the top of the
us.
map.
I just see
There-
in
there's
the
the hellfires
darkness
off in the
there's
darkness.
Wasp 1, Wasp
Oh.
2, Wasp 3, Wasp 4.
Was ist
Have you noticed there's also
Very
more
old.
than one Luca?
There was also more
What?
than one Slayer, but I deleted him.
I don't. My map is
Oh,
blank.
those are from other things. What? Why are those?
Am
Oh no!
Am I the only one on the correct map right now?
No, it's just that this is the multi-purpose map, and so it had a couple. You know what? I'm gonna get rid of that. Here,
Some
here,
dupes.
I'll get rid of all those for you.
We love you.
Distractions. So, running
I'm a distraction.
into that darkness, trying to scatter in their own different ways. The group, some of the group scattering, some of the group gathering. Specifically, Nock and Eredrin, buggering off this way or that to become Sirs not appearing in this film.
Ah,
Ah.
lost their way.
Akira, as your wings begin to fade and you drop in on Valineth and Brandor with the sleeping lady cuffed in front of you, or cuffed in your arms. Slayer and Luca catch up pretty quick. Clickety clickety.
So was this still like late night, midday? What do we got right now?
Oh, this is well, yeah, it was going into the night, and they partied for a number of hours. There is
your fan,
something
bro.
very loud.
Oh, fuck, sorry.
I was gonna say there's something very loud. All right, you looked so relaxed. I didn't want to bother you, but
I was stretching, but yeah.
yeah, it's okay. But it was not that many hours of revelry, so it is still actually like really truly like midnight-ish.
Gotcha.
And so Valineth and Brandor, if y'all had anything short rest related that was spent, just go ahead and restore that if you didn't.
Okay, I shall do that.
And but Akira, you know you were a pretty bright beacon up until this point.
Yep.
Slayer and Luca, as y'all, kind of did your own kind of serpentine trying to get here.
Scatter, sidewide.
In the distance, there's still the sound of
Yeah.
coming ever closer, but it's not currently in sight.
What was that sound again, Jeremy? I actually didn't hear you. You faded out.
It's big.
Oh, okay.
Just
Like
thumping.
thudding steps.
Big thudding, big thudding, biggin steps, as the creature had been referred to.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I think that biggin's still after us, and I still think it might have been a bit of a mistake leaving those folks alive behind us. Am I coming through okay?
Mhm.
We could just put down the big one. Or like incapacitate it for a minute, maybe? Can it be incapacitated? Is it
Can I make a check on that?
There was something that you were planning to do before perhaps you made any ability checks. Slayer.
I don't remember.
Oh, gosh.
that involves ridding yourself of Jimothy.
Oh, right, I did that. Yeah,
Okay.
I minus the 5 for that.
Okay. Did you want to do that to Luca as well? Your GM is
not bad.
guiding you.
Oh,
It's not bad.
sure, yeah, do that.
I didn't know.
No problem. Just making sure.
Cure the Luca poison as well.
Yay, Luca!
Oh.
You are cured of your poison.
It was.
That's so nice.
Yeah, I give you a pat.
About there, Sean.
Oh, sorry. I thought I muted myself. Sorry.
But anyway, yeah.
So go
So
ahead.
doing that,
Make an
and
arcana
then what do I
Luca
know about the
suddenly
shield
snaps
guardian?
the ability to see and
Right.
hear normally while
Make an arcana
flying.
check.
13.
Okay, 13. With that, you would comprehend that shield guardians can see in the dark. They can see especially well up close, and they and this is even more from direct observation than just your arcana check. Given enough time, wounds that they suffer become wounds that they are no longer suffering pretty quick.
Okay.
So if one is going to take one down, it needs to be swift and decisive. But also even more so, like they are pretty directly connected to their controller, and
Yeah.
we'll do
Speaking
we'll
of,
do quite a bit to defend their controller as well.
speaking of, that lady went invisible, did she not?
He did.
Okay, that spell's not helpful for this situation. All right.
Wait, something went invisible, you say?
Yes.
Do we know where? Because I'm still trying to like piece together everything because I wasn't here last week.
Yes, we do, but like that was a long ways away.
Okay. So I was gonna say, it's like I've got fairy fire I could toss down, but I don't know how long ago this was.
That would be helpful if, for whatever reason, Shield Guardian catches up to us and we suddenly start getting spells slung at us from somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And the person does not, for whatever reason, become visible after slinging said spells. you would want to try to fairy fire the area that came from.
Understandable.
Because that means they have greater invisibility. Wow. Yeah. But anyway, above table talk, like, just because I know this is your first time playing a spellcaster, so like I just wanted you to have that knowledge in your brain. But anyway, right. So yeah, I mean, so it sounds like that shield guardian still. That one lady, she went invisible. She had the necklace on that controls it, so she's probably following him to follow us. Make sure that we're really trying to catch you, Kira.
Have you guys caught
Seems
up to it yet, or no?
It looks like we have on the map.
Yes, y'all are caught up to.
I was like, I was assuming we were based on the.
You all have.
Okay, well, hey, the map keeps going white for me. I don't know if you're making changes to it, so it just keeps like blinking off. I don't know. My computer is just not on point today.
Might just be having struggle loading.
Because I think I'm way over here in a corner, off the the fog of war is blocking
right
me.
over here.
Okay.
It should drag you over there.
Because far as I see, okay, I see there now. Yeah, my computer is just being really weird today. I'm sorry, guys.
It's all good.
Because yeah, it's not even letting me zoom in, so I just see dots at the moment.
Oh, okay.
And it's like I can't pan without it like.
Do you
going
see
white.
5 dots?
I see 4. It's fine. It's fine. Like I'll figure it out. Just let's keep it moving.
Okay, that's all right. That's all right. But yes, y'all are gathered together in the forest. The sound of footsteps getting ever closer in the quiet forest.
Right. So yeah. Anyway, that lady's probably following the big gun. They're probably coming to make sure that we really can't catch you. So we should either hightail it out of here or set an ambush for them and mess them up real good so that they don't go back.
I have Bex pretty much slung over my shoulder here, so Akira's just gonna think getting out of for them personally with Bex, getting Bex as far away from this situation is going to be Akira's goal. So I'm pretty much going to spend most of my turns dashing and using the boots of Spriting and String to continue to create distance. Akira is not going to fight when they can protect Bex and get them safe because they know you guys can handle it. So Akira's whole thing for this is going to be continue to move away from the danger with Bex until we can get it all sorted out, because there's no sense. I don't want to go into combat and have to put her down for any reason. So Akira's whole goal is
right. Well, we're a long way. Hell, it's gonna be a bit of a walk back. So if we want to make said walk unharassed, I think the best is for these two very least. Well, plus also I gave my name, but like I did that kind of expecting a down. No offense, Luca, I didn't think the whole magic charm thing was gonna pan out as well as it did.
Oh, it did work out pretty well.
Yeah. So there's that. But so I'm probably going to be wanted here on it.
Understood.
Well, they're still under the effects of the charm, at least for about an hour.
Right. Yeah.
So there are
the ones
some
that I got anyway.
Some that are friendly towards us, and some that want to kill us. Okay.
That big suit of mechanical stuff. It's definitely not charmed.
Yeah, and it's moving rather quickly. Probably it doesn't stop and rest like we do. So we should really make the decision rather.
I agree. Swift action is what is needed.
And yeah, we need to get out of here and we need to get disappeared.
Suggestions?
Out of here and disappeared, you say?
Because I'm pretty sure that they can't keep up with me, but I also don't want to. I don't want to like leave the party fully behind if I don't have to. Because if I spend key points with along with the boots of striding and sprinting, I can cover a large distance. Like I can pretty much Usain Bolt my way through this thing.
A short way, yes.
A short way, yeah, but away from keeping Bex one step ahead of them is kind of important too.
Yeah,
but I agree with the Slayer that we need to, if we have to take people out so they can stop following us, then it has to happen. So I can
only concentrate on the fly spell for 10 minutes. So I've only got 10 minutes of being able to fly. If that's not already used up by now.
I would say now only about 5.
Yeah.
Valineth, can you turn it into anything big that can move quickly? Get it all of us out.
Let's take a gander here.
Excuse me.
No, don't turn into a gander. I don't think that will work.
Yeah, a goose won't really help. Yes.
No, if anything, I was thinking something more along the lines of a giant eagle.
What would be?
That has 80 feet of flying as well.
Yeah, how big are they? Could they carry all of us?
It's a large beast.
Be too high.
I don't know what it can. I don't know.
Large beast, and if I remember Giant Eagle's right, basically they can put a person in each talon and maybe a smallish person on their back.
So
or some combination thereof, like a regular sized person in their claws, a regular sized person on their back, etc.
So I could also polymorph one of you to be able to fly as well.
Well, that could work.
That's temporary, yes.
Brandor, what are your thoughts?
Yes, it would be temporary.
Oh, excuse me. What? Did we lose Brandor?
Just muted.
Sorry, I'm having a real hard time following because I've switched from computer to phone, and I'm still hearing everything super broken. So I'm missing portions of what's being said, and plus I've missed every game for so long. I'm a little lost.
Right. So
I guess I didn't give enough background to catch you up. So the group had been in Hupperduke and planning an extrication of Bex from the jail. They found out through scrying that she was not in fact in the jail. She was on the move and in shackles and being basically kept asleep. And was being escorted by righteous brand soldiers. And so they were able to kind of find where there was a forest near enough by the camp of the righteous brand soldiers and were teleport via plants into the forest to, do whatever they were going to do to get Bex back. Ended up being a fun drunken charm person affair.
That was quite fun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so that worked out well.
Yes, it did. Yeah,
but
I heard that hesitation from Justice.
Overall,
I'm gonna say I'm gonna call it overall a fairly big success.
Yeah,
qualified success, like a 2/3 success.
Yeah,
Good enough.
But Valineth and Brandor, via Sirs not appearing in this film, had stayed off in the forest, just in case, to cover a retreat if necessary. Which is kind of where we're finding ourselves is Akira sprung the trap after they and Saoirse Nock were able to pop a chain out of the cart to, get her totally free, and they just flew out their wings and just fucked right off, as one does.
Yeah.
And then through a series of both combat and deception and persuasion and all this, they were able to they laid some hurt on those people and were still able to persuade their way.
We call that comedy bat.
Yeah.
I pulled a save your life on this guy.
And
great.
a couple of them were 2 fails into Jimothy. So
It wasn't just a drunken night. It was a Jimothy drunk. I shared Jimothy with these guys to get them really drunk.
MVP of that session was bad rolls and silvery barbs.
Nice.
Yeah. Last session solidified that y'all can't complain about my crits for at least this and next session because I rolled so many ones.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
But anyway, so that's where we find ourselves. Breaking the law.
Nice.
I like to think that the lot of us, at least with our combined abilities, are a lot faster than that thing that's chasing us.
Oh yeah,
we can
definitely.
At least get quite the head start.
Yeah, definitely. We could definitely do that.
Valineth, the sound in the distance that you're pretty aware of. I think maybe Brandor, are you pretty perceptive too? I forget.
Let me see.
The more
I also forget.
Yeah, the more perceptive of you. I know you have a 25. That's why I automatically said you.
No, I've only got a +2.
Okay. Well, especially those of you with lower perceptions, you actually stop hearing the footsteps. And Valineth, you stop hearing the footsteps. They were kind of southwest-ish of you, a little more west than south, and then very suddenly have quieted.
Like they stopped, or they've just suddenly muffled?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay. 29.
They have ended.
Interesting.
So either they stopped or they're flying.
Yeah. So like there was no like sudden sound of like a shifting or something like I'm used to hearing in a sense with my abilities that I have.
Yeah, like the forest has gone quiet, and with a 29, they went quiet close enough that like the night crickets and things that you're used to hearing off in that way, they are still quiet that way.
Now I'm trying to think on if my character would know anything about a silence spell.
How many of us did you say you could carry in the eagle form?
What I hear, from my knowledge, at least a couple of you in each claw, and then one maybe on my back.
And then there's the polymorph. You can polymorph one of us into the same thing, and then.
Indeed.
I could also make somebody as light as a feather with a levitate spell and hold on to them. That way you could carry an extra person.
This is almost sounding like we can all get out of here.
I think it's probably too late.
I know, I saw that turn order thing pop up all of a sudden.
I needed to insert some initiatives. Why so serious?
I mean, we still may have a moment to get the fuck out of here if we act quickly.
Right, so turn me into one of them giant eagle things, and then I'll pick somebody up on my way out, and you get everybody else loaded up. Let's go.
Sounds good.
All right, let's fucking do it. We're just gonna fucking.
As
Yeah.
as you are about to begin that,
Good thing I didn't click it.
Yeah. No, I'm making sure to throw my interrupt card. What is it? My instant card.
Yeah.
Before you do that.
Flash.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So, Sprekadov.
So since I was in the middle of casting polymorph, could I redirect it to the first thing I see?
Oh God. Well, Slayer, real quick, you rolled an initiative. Akira, you rolled an initiative. What were those numbers?
Mine is a 21.14.
Damn.
Yeah, he had a good one. And I don't think Akira had rolled one here recently yet.
I'm really sorry, guys. Preemptively above table, but I think it's just time to break stuff.
It might be time to break stuff.
Is it just one of those days?
It's just one of those days.
I mean, if anything, it lets me get to test out that spell that you enlightened me about a week or so ago.
Indeed.
I just don't want to kill.
That?
I just don't want to kill any of them.
There it is.
Oh, Guardian of Nature, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I'm happy that you're going to be going in first because it takes the attention away from me.
All right, so Slayer, as a matter of fact, because of that tiebreaker initiative, you and I still have to do rollies. What die do you want to use?
Oh, geez. Fucking do D12.
D12, let's go. All right, you get to go. You will get to go first because basically their surprise round is going to be what's about to happen. So,
Beg.
Could I have also, rolled perception when we notice things going quiet? I just want to have like a baseline besides my passive in case it's better.
Sure, no worries. I'll have.
Thought I'd ask.
And I mean, I have alert.
Yeah, passive's better. That's fine.
Well, and that's gonna be the thing here, for Valineth, because you are going to hear with your 29 passive perception, you're going to hear the sound of a rather quiet arcane word, and then see just this little flash in the direction that you recall the sound being. And as you kind of give that very quick look out, everybody else sees as two creatures appear in the middle of all of you.
Oh.
One of them, Abby, the other, the Shield Guardian. And Abby immediately shouts out, "We've got them cornered, Kieran." So with that,
whoops.
So with that, Slayer, you're up first. Do we have stream music going, Master Teddy?
Oh, are you serious? Nobody said anything to me this whole time. It's been going. I've been enjoying it.
I hadn't heard it, but that's why I wasn't sure if it was running on the screen or if it was running everywhere else.
All right. Okay. So let me.
Yeah, hold on. I'm working on changing the tune as well. I was enjoying it. It's been great. Like crickets and bird, like great nighttime noises.
Okay.
Hashtag great nighttime noises.
So let me see if I'm reading the situation right. She appeared there and is facing off against Akira. Has said, "We've got them cornered." Kieran, referring to Luca's alias.
Mm-hmm.
Is her stance hostile towards like me?
Oh yeah, no. She's appearing and she has Arcana sparking in both hands right now, but she does still have that little dot of purple in the center of both of her eyes.
Okay. Right. Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, it's time to do things. I'm sorry that I'm not sorry.
It is just one of those days.
One of those days.
Yeah, it's just non-lethal. I don't know how much HP she has left or will have left, but I'm just going to specify my attacks against this lady are all going to be non-lethal for the duration of this fight.
Until otherwise noted?
Until otherwise noted, yes. And I'm just going to rage, and I'm gonna go for it.
Just a little rage? Just a little
rage,
let's fucking go? I'm right there.
And I'm just going to recklessly, great weapon. Here we go.
Herd chef, let's go.
That is, it did do the -5, didn't it? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
Nice.
Yeah, that's lovely.
So
also,
it
got your divine fury in there.
did.
I'm
Fury,
so,
rage, and great
I'm
weapon.
so happy. Yeah. That's thanks,
man.
Beyond 20. That's thanks for the update. Or if you did something. Moving on.
I did it. I fucked with my settings. I wasn't sure if it worked or not, but now I am. Now I'm sure it worked.
After the soup, we may have to discuss how you did that, and I'm amazed. Good job.
Indeed.
Thank you.
We'll get that going. So, as you go for that swing,
Oh boy.
she does suddenly, and go ahead and what was the damage total?
The damage total is let's see, 13 plus 2 is 15 plus 10 is 25 plus 9 is 34.
All right, so she throws up an arm and some. It's not the shield spell, but it is an arcane ward of sorts.
Oh, okay.
And here we go.
Some abjuration.
It is some abjuration. So you said that was 34 points of damage?
34 points of damage, yeah.
So with that, the arcane ward absorbs a lot of it, but some of that arcane divine energy still blasts her. So she is still hurt, and the charm goes away. But she is and her eyes kind of like suddenly shift and narrow, and you can tell she is now actively hostile. Like she's ready to just be angry about being charmed.
Totally. Makes sense. I'm gonna swing again.
Yep.
Same deal.
As one does.
That's 25.
Sure does.
Damn.
That's with the great weapon in there as well. Yeah, for 29 damage.
Reminds me of the good old days of Croxall.
Right.
Big numbers.
Make Bringle burr.
Indeed. Oh, I love it.
It's good shit, man.
Yeah.
It's good shit. That's a 25 with a -5, which means it was a 30, which means I rolled a 19 on the die. That was almost a critical.
Mm-hmm. Almost.
And you notice, here we go.
Yes.
Sorry, the math part.
It's fine.
Some of that energy also seems to like the necklace around her neck seems to catch some of it as well, and the shield guardian starts to crackle with some of it as well.
Okay.
So
okay.
With go ahead.
How many? I do have all my slots still. That's fine. I'll save them still. All right, damage is already rolled and all that. That's fine. All right, that'll be my turn because that was bonus action to rage and 2 attacks. I stepped forward. Oh, I hit both times, so it doesn't affect my rolls. But I would like to have actually moved here.
Yeah, no problem.
And then that's turn.
I do also rule that like if you were there, that does still give flanking with Akira. Just
it does
for your G-Wiz back.
Oh, okay. Weird.
Yeah,
never mind then.
You're all right. All right. So as you slam into her and her arcane energy in her hands kind of tries to block it off and does pretty successfully, stop, mitigate the harm to her. Her eyes narrow, and then she turns towards Kieran and says, "You motherfucker!" And
I haven't fucked another.
God damn it!
Phenomenal. And
this is gonna hurt, isn't it?
It might. So 10, 15. Okay, so actually, yeah. In that case, Akira and Luca, the both of you are going to need to make a that is a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, boo.
Oh, I'm so bad at those.
Boo.
She picked the right save. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
she
for
did.
sure. Credit where credit's due.
Trying to see if I have anything to mitigate.
And I need
this.
I need to pull up Bex because Bex is also unconscious. Also caught in this. She's unconscious and caught in this. So this is just pure her body taking the punishment or having to resist the punishment.
I mean, I did roll a 17, which I feel pretty good about.
That's very strong.
Do we have any pluses out there?
Yeah.
I have an inspiration I can throw at you.
There's a player buff 1, a 2,
Wait,
a 1,
no.
a 1, a 3.
You use that at the end.
I threw it to Slayer, yeah.
And a 3.
Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that 3. So that's a 16 total. I don't know if that'll help me, but
All right. So as you are you hold on, you both end up like as she's conjuring it. You all watched her use this earlier, and so kind of leaning into this blast. You only take You only take 23 damage.
That could have been so bad.
But Bex only rolled a 15. And so
Can Bex get a +1?
now she's gonna have to make a DC 14. She hurt me, so she's gonna have to make a DC 14 strength saving throw.
Yeah, no worries. So here's the real question. Do you do that, or do you try to hold on to Bex with your reaction? Because Bex is getting flung out of your hands.
No, I hold on. I hold on to Bex then. No, I hold on to Bex.
So
I'd like to
still
use
going to
a
be
reaction.
But a telekinetic reprisal, that's my mind. I could do that like by just looking at her.
Well, but focus. Well, either you're focusing on Bex leaving your hands, or you're focusing on retaliation. You still have to try. It's still dice either way. If you try and hold on to her, it's going to be you rolling dice to try and hold on to her. If you focus your higher better, okay.
I'm not holding on to. Go ahead, Sean.
I hold on to Bex. So what type of save do I need to make?
It's athletics check.
Please, dice, be with me. That's only a 14.
All right, that is. I was using her spell save DC as the DC, so just you both get blasted, and Bex starts to leave your arms, and you just reach back, and she flies. How many feet was it?
Can I use my own telekinetic stuff to try and hold on to her? Because since I'm able to act, can I do anything to prevent? Because I have all these, telekinetic. I have telekinetic. It's my telekinetic hold is still free.
It's the reaction. It's all the things at once trying to do it. This is you trying to grab. So
this is the worst thing. Worst thing she could have done, because now I'm pissed at her.
10 feet away. So she flies 10 feet, and just to flavor exactly how much damage she's taking and how bad that is for her, she slams into the trunk of the tree, and you hear a crack. And I'll make sure to...
I am now doing lethal damage.
Yeah, she's dead.
No, that's fair.
She's dead.
All right, I want to be clear about something. She needs to make me a DC 16 dex save.
Amazing. What level?
Level 2 Hellish Rebuke.
Let's go.
I'll go ahead and cast that.
That definitely hits her. How much damage? Give it to us.
Oh, it's so laggy. That many. 21 points of damage.
As some would say, that's a lot of damage. Some of that energy also gets absorbed into the Shield Guardian.
That's fine.
I just got a text from work. I have to go in an hour early, which means if I leave now, I might be there on time. I'm sorry.
Jesus, I'm so sorry.
I believe in you.
It's not the end of the world. I'm sorry, guys.
I believe in you.
We love you.
I can pilot 1. I can't pilot 3, so I can do this.
Gotcha. Sorry, Chels.
I was gonna say I'll volunteer to pilot.
Okay, yeah, I'll just keep track of the stuff on her sheet. You can totally pilot her.
Word.
I'm down. So Bex gets flung. The both of you only take 23 damage. She takes the 21 damage. And Slayer's disposition has changed, and so is Akira's, it seems. Akira.
Yep, very much so. So once Akira looks back and sees Beck's body hit the tree and sees Luca's Hellish Rebuke go up, almost right after the Hellish Rebuke, she needs to make, both her and the Shield Guardian need to make a DC 14 dex save.
All right, dex save time.
Valineth just watching all of this happen. It's like, well, I guess it's happening.
I mean, you could tell as soon as Slayer rage, we're fighting.
Well, this is going to be fun.
You can go ahead and turn my flight right off because I don't think I can pass the con save to maintain that.
One thing to note as well, speaking of Slayer's Rage, there, as stated previously, there was a degree of stoicism to it. Noticeably, there is a tinge of what looks like remorse or grief in his facial expression, along with the stoicism.
You know, with the flight thing, just with a 23, it's half the damage taken, so it would be DC 12. So it's definitely possible.
Oh, really?
To pass it.
Yeah.
If you had taken full damage, it would have been entirely impossible.
I'll go ahead and roll that. I have advantage on those saves.
Yeah, no worries.
I think I still failed it though.
Oh,
12 was DC.
Did it not come through on?
I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it currently.
Maybe let it resolve still. If you said it was kind of laggy, go back to your character.
Yeah, let me refresh. I'll just refresh. I'll refresh.
Oh yeah, no, that's double sixes. Criminy.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, that definitely fails. You're right.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay because I wasn't flying at the moment anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
At least I don't fall.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your feet land solidly on the ground.
Do they pass their deck saves?
The wizard did. Hold on, I rolled it. Yeah, the wizard did. The guardian did not.
So the wizard will take half, but the guardian will be blown 10 feet away from me. So the guardian will take 8 force damage. The wizard will take 4 force damage, and the guardian is pushed 10 feet away from me.
Into Brandor?
Off to the side of Brandor, to be fair.
That's honestly fine.
Swing batter. Just have Brandor.
That's all. Those are my bonus actions, and now I'm just gonna commence to hitting this woman in the face. So attack number 1. Hopefully it lands. That is a 26 to hit.
Oh, it sure does land.
All right. So then she'll take 7. Don't worry about that second roll. I hit it twice. So she'll take 7 bludgeoning damage for the first one. That's a miss. And then that's a hit, I believe.
I'll say the 16 was a miss, but not in a you missed her. It's the arcana coming off of her slows your fist to a stop above her body.
But the 24 will land.
You used your bonus action, so you only got 2 strikes
that's right.
now, unless your action surge.
Action surge, hell yeah, fuck her. Action surge.
Did you use your action surge last time?
I did not use an action surge last time. My action surge was free.
Checking.
Jeremy,
Right.
So she'll take 7. So then I get to strike. I get to hit again.
hey Jeremy.
Heard? Yep.
Real quick, could you switch the equipped equipment for Brandor to the Crown's Guard Moonsword and Shield?
Does a
Yep,
19
no
hit?
A 19 will just barely push through.
That doesn't matter if just barely, as long as it connects. For 8.
Copy that.
And I'm gonna spend a key point on this to stunning strike with this last one. And for flavor, this last one is my tail.
All right.
So like I do 2 hits with the fist, and I kind of swerve around and bring my tail right to her midsection to kind of knock the wind out of her. And that's so she needs to make a DC 14.
She killed it.
Damn.
Oh, I should have used that thing, but it's all right.
I've already burned my reaction.
Fuck.
It's all right. And Akira is just going to stand there and look her right in the face and said, "You shouldn't have done that." And that's my turn.
Oh,
Oh wait, did I get advantage because I was flanking with Slayer? So that missed?
No, it's just a +1.
Okay,
That's a +1.
gotcha.
I was taking that into account. Like I said, you almost it's just her arcane protections that are keeping her safe at all right now.
Oh wait, I'm gonna burn a psionic die for that last hit to pump just one little bit into it.
All right, go ahead and
So another 3.
1.
Another
Okay.
3.
Another 3.
Damn, I should have been doing that the whole time. I could have been adding damage.
It's all right.
It does only
learned.
work. It does only work once per turn. So just
True.
I played a Cyanite once before, so I had to learn that one.
But yeah, that's my turn. I just kind of take a I don't think I can do anything else. I guess I could spend a key point to dodge.
That would be
Nope.
if you had
Bonus action. Have I used my bonus action to activate? That's fine. I'm right there. I actually want her to hit me so I can have a reason to use my breath weapon. So please.
No problem. All right, don't worry.
I'm cool if they're hitting you as long as it's not with a spell.
Yeah. Oh, Lord, she coming. But
As if she survives the Slayer. She has a bigger problem than me.
Oh no,
Also-
she's got to get through all of us.
This is true.
We've all got something here.
Well, and that's my turn.
Also, I forgot. I had Brandor on the
Deactivated. Yeah. My logic for the sword and shield is because even though they do have dark vision, like 60 feet, and our crossbow expert, they also have a move speed of like 40 feet and could close the distance pretty easily. And it's dark out, so I feel like they'd be more ready with the sword and shield than they would be with the crossbow.
Yeah. No worries.
Just felt like that made sense.
Totally does make sense. They've got options, as it were.
They do. They're pretty versatile.
As all battle masters should be. So,
Exactly.
we'll get to them in a second.
Yeah.
The Shieldy boy, backed up next to Brandor, is not currently paying attention to Brandor because Brandor has not aggressed yet.
That's true.
And so, actually, it is going to fully step forward on the Slayer, and is going to unleash things on the Slayer.
That is perfectly acceptable.
You also notice that some of the arcane runes on it continue to rearrange and somewhat repair some of the damage it took.
Good to know.
As previously mentioned, both in observation and otherwise. Did you reckless this last time?
I certainly did.
Just making sure before I hit.
Naturally.
Naturally. Sorry.
That definitely hits. That also definitely hits.
All right, so it just starts walking forward and kind of I think I've used this one before, but I'll use it again. Kind of cocks its arms and just just one
We
right
were
after
just
the other.
talking about that last night.
We were just talking about that with Bearded last night.
Yeah.
Huge slam across the side of your face. Huge slam right to your solar plexus.
I will actually burn a Stone's Endurance, because
all right.
Timothy,
why not?
Stoned Endurance.
Yes, indeed.
Let's go.
All right, so nothing.
Just nothing
that-
on
that
the
face-
first one.
Yeah, that face one just. You just the guy in the Punisher just
Smile at him.
smile and then get slammed in the chest. You know, it hurts. But
It's like what? What's half? What are we calling half 9? 4?
Yeah.
yeah, half 9's 4.
Okay.
Man, this
Okay.
is gonna suck for me. I don't even know if I'm actually be able to get to hit anything.
You will. You're coming up.
Well, because I'm realizing that for what I need to do to prep myself to start doing something, I have to burn my
yeah.
bonus and my action.
Shield Guardian's got a ton of HP, dog. You'll get to hit him at least.
I'll be able to
I'm
hit
gonna
somebody.
focus on this lady first. Trust me.
Oh yeah, I guarantee.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm pretty sure that me and Brandor are not going to kill this thing in the meantime. Just saying.
Oh no, I'm not worried about that. I'm just saying, like, I'd have to wait for a whole nother rotation to get to actually do something.
But it is Luca's turn.
Oh, I'm going to yes. I'm still portraying myself as Kieran at the moment, which is wonderful because she knows that Kieran charmed her. She doesn't know Luca. That's great.
Yeah, so just Kieran's wanted by the Righteous Brand. The Dwendalian.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I like that. But what Luca is going to say, because she called me a motherfucker. What Luca is going to say back is, it was quite the mistake to target my friends. And I'm going to burn a use of inspiration for unsettling words.
Roll that die, baby.
And with my unsettling words, it should be rolling it. There we go. that rolled up. Okay, that's 3.
Yeah, minus 3.
I'm going to be casting Crown of Madness on her.
Nice.
Which she will have to make at disadvantage because of the Mac for me it's a turn.
Okay.
So disadvantage and minus 3.
That will take away a certain advantage that she has.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
But still minus 3.
She has an advantage? That sucks.
She does have an advantage. That's the reason
So that makes it an 18.
Does
Oh,
make it an
okay.
18.
Well, that's a bummer. That means she passed because my save's only 16. But that's okay because
Bump those numbers up.
in the meantime, Luca will hum a soft tune, which will sound familiar probably to the Slayer because it will be related to Cord. And some of that beautiful stormlight is going to stream from Luca in the form of 3d6 of healing towards Bex.
Is Unsettling Words a bonus action?
Oh, you were right. I'm sorry. I cannot do that. Okay, my bad. Next turn, I will have to do that. But I will move
anywhere you want.
move because I have good range on that ability. So I'm going to move over here because, or no, I think.
I mean, placing yourself behind Slayer is not a bad place to be. That's somewhat behind me.
Well, my goal is to be like over out of the way to make it harder for her to target with multi-target spells. So that's my goal.
Oh, I get you.
So I think here's probably an okay place to be. And then I'll stop my turn there.
All right, it's Brandor time.
All right, so Brandor. Let me refresh their page here. Give me just a second. Loading. Okay. All right. Cool. Got that set up right. All right. So they are going to brandishing their glowing sword. Are going to use their bonus action to cast. Oh, cool! I can actually click that. Searing Smite.
Ooh.
Yes. So that's I just clicked cast, so I guess it rolled that. But then they are going to make an attack with the longsword against the shield guardian there in front of them.
All right, shieldy time.
All right, so there's that. They have the ability to do things.
They do have the ability to do things.
Those things are
Precision. She has precision.
Yeah, just looking for the expenditure. There's the expenditure. Okay, I can't click on that, but that's fine.
I got it.
I can click on the dice roll though. I think.
The other, it's a D8. Oh wait, right now it tries to roll all 4 D8, so just throw D8.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I see that. All right, yeah, I'll just throw a D8. So that makes that an 18.
On the shield guardian?
Mm-hmm.
Show does.
Sweet.
Yep, that definitely slams into it.
Right.
So that is one-handed, so 10 plus 1 fire, and it doesn't make the save until its next turn. So.
Oh, it rolled the damage on that. Yeah, cool. So yeah, that's that, and then they will. Let's see.
He's a little bit in
spell
fuego.
slots did they have? Just the 2. Okay. All right. So I don't think want to expand on that on the smite just yet. We'll save that. Okay. That they have 2 attacks though, so they will make a second attack.
It's that time again.
Oof, that's only a 9. We won't burn a die on that anyway. I think you can only do 1 per turn, or is it just?
Oh, it's one per attack.
Okay, yeah, well, it's still, and with a 9, we're not gonna burn that.
No worries, no worries.
So that is, I believe, their turn. They're in a good position, flanking with the Slayer there. So Yeah.
So all of a sudden, the shield guardian is just engulfed in flames.
Yeah.
As it's Brandor is focused. All right. Brandor staying right there.
Yep.
All right. Valineth.
Okay. So, just for tactical purposes, how big is this? Like that? Is that like a shrub, bush, like a low tree?
It's a big shrub.
Like maybe big enough to hide a large
this
something?
This shrub right here just got blasted to smithereens by that arcane blast.
Let's see here.
So big enough to hide a large creature, that'd be pushing it. But
No,
it
it's not really like hiding. It's just like to hide
obstruction.
Valineth going through and
It could
surprise.
give some obstruction if you were looking for some obstruction.
What about this one over here though? Same thing.
I mean, maybe if you were really trying to stealth.
I mean, the stealth part really doesn't have much to do with it. But Valineth's gonna use his movement to get like just off behind that, and just as he passes through the brush to get on the other side, gonna use his bonus action to let me find it. Cast.
Are you?
What?
Go ahead.
I'm preparing.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna cast Guardian of Nature.
Okay.
And use the Primal Beast variant.
Boy.
To get all that fun jazz. And then use my
Spell's sick as fuck.
my wild shape to shift into a giant boar.
Giant boar. That's large size?
I'm pretty sure. Let me look at it again.
Amazing.
Quite certain. No.
We love to see
Yeah,
it.
it is a large beast. And then
All right, and what's the HP for that one? I'll just put it in the green bar.
42. And so after he gets over there, movement, bonus, action, everything has been expended in that aspect. But after doing that, he will then turn around and just kind of snort and huff and kind of stamp at the ground a couple times in preparation. That'll end his turn.
Nice.
Copy that. Do you want to get yourself into a particular position other than that? Because you do have at least 10 more feet of movement.
I mean,
Yeah, it's
like,
true.
if anything, I want to be, like, right there.
Okay, copy that.
Just a little more centered.
Oh, I see.
Behind the bush.
Indeed, true boar tactics. All right, and you are smart enough for that. So, then, it comes back around to Slayer.
Excellent.
Do it.
Yeah. So gonna.
You know what? With this tie, because when you're allies, you can kind of choose whether or not somebody goes first. I want to try doing the rollies thing every time. Choose a die.
Okay. All right. Sure. We'll go D8. Cause fuck it.
Okay. Don't go.
Yeah. All right.
Love it.
That's what I rolled on the D12 too. So
Nice.
that's funny.
Minimize your chance of failure.
Right. Anyway. Cool beans. So let's fucking swing on this bitch because she made me very angry. Still, we're gonna keep up the reckless trend. I gotta adjust. So, since I'm doing it right now, I'll kind of explain how I do it. In the Beyond 20 plugins, they have specific character options now, and mine are specific for Doomer and the Slayer. So I have the option to toggle, just scrolling down. I don't have to go into advanced options. I just click on a little toggle switch that enables my feat, Great Weapon Master, apply to next roll only. So I have to toggle it each time I want to use it, but it works. Same thing with my Path of the Zealot, Divine Fury, and my Barbarian Rage. So just 3 little toggle switches right there. But yeah,
It's good stuff.
I think
Figure
Rose
since I
said
was
that
doing
there's a
it.
way to. I think Rose said there's a way to hotkey them too.
I think so.
That-
Yeah, I
that
don't know
is
how
in-
to do that. That's way
in
beyond me.
advanced. That's in advanced options, but yeah.
I just mean as we learn.
Yes, exactly.
Oh,
I
damn.
learned that
So-
one yesterday.
Oh, damn.
25 to hit.
Oh damn! Yeah, oh damn is right.
Yeah. Oh, damn.
God,
Yeah.
dude, again with the natural
see all that.
19. Jesus.
I know.
I see all that. I see all that. Oh,
Way.
damage too.
Yeah. So that is
35.
a
35.
lot of.
35 is what it is.
Is it really? Again?
Yeah, 35.
Yeah.
You did 34 last time, but
Oh, yeah, I did do 34 last time. You're right.
still,
So-
good job.
Excellent. Sweet. So then, assuming she's still standing. Oh, wait, sorry. I didn't say. I would like to smite on that one.
Oh, surely. Most definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, so let's just tack on some more damage. Roll. 8 more damage, please.
Oh, she arcane warded before her turn, because it was on your turn. I just remembered. She's gonna try and do it again.
Oh, yeah, because it would
fail.
refresh. Yeah. Well, that brings the total to 43. So,
Jesus.
I mean, she still absorbs a lot of it, but fuck.
damn. All right. Well, I can hit her again.
Hit her again.
And may this time be
So
critical.
it's 8. So there it goes. Okay.
And that arcane ward is doing some work.
Yes, it
no,
is.
Abjurers
did not-
have some damn good.
How the fuck is that not a
That's pretty
crit?
cool.
I don't know, but it didn't work that time. Even though I toggled it, which is weird.
Oh, it's not a
but
crit
that
because
would
that's not
be-
-5.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
But that would
21,
be
21 still.
21. Yeah. Okay.
All right, so that's 27, 20, 29.
I'm gonna smite. Sorry, as well on that one.
All right, 29
Yeah.
plus.
Let's see.
He's a smitey warrior.
Yes. But angry. Very mad. So
39.
39.
No, I think it's more actually.
No, yeah.
Because it's 27 just with the +10 and the 17. And then make 29 plus 7, giving.
Oh, it's that
36
7
plus
that
10,
7 doesn't
46.
happen again. The
Oh, the
7
Divine Fury.
doesn't
Oh,
happen.
they turned on my Divine Fury. I see.
Yeah, no worries,
Why
no
did
worries.
it? That's weird. Okay.
'Cause-
Yeah, we don't need the Divine Fury.
It's okay. It's okay. I got you.
So it's not perfect, but it works most of the time.
Right. We just got to pay attention.
Yeah.
There we go. All right. So yes, again, she throws up the arcane wards to try and mitigate the damage. More of the damage arcs over to the shield guardian. Both of them are looking pretty rough.
Good.
Just somebody let me come in, please.
And for my bonus action, I did not crit or anything. Oh, but I did do a thing. I did a thing. Those are both bonus actions. Let me read the. I am going to use my channel divinity to do inspiring smite, which is immediately after I deal damage to a creature with my divine smite feature. I can use my channel divinity as a bonus action and
distribute temporary hit points to creatures of my choice within 30 feet of me, which can include me. The total number of temporary hit points equals 2d8 plus my level in this class divided among chosen creatures, however I like.
All right. Go ahead and where do you want to put those 15 temp HP?
That's a really good roll. And it's actually more than that because it only rolled a 2d8. It didn't add my level, so it is 18.
18. Where do you want to put those 18 temp HP?
So I'm going to put I'm going to put 6 on Bex, 6 on Akira, and 6 on Brandor.
So 6 temporary HP.
Yes.
Sweet.
666.
I wasn't going to say it. You said it.
Shout at the devil!
18 divided by 3, you know?
Shout at the
There it
devil!
is. I'm sorry.
It's how many letters I have in my name. Trust me, I know. 6 and 6 and 6. Just. But.
Anyway.
All right.
And that will conclude Slayer's turn.
All right. Well then, Abby, real quick. I have to take care of some just real fast. Just a little
Shout at the devil!
Just a little housekeeping.
Shout. Shout. Shout at the devil. Shout.
I'm sorry. That song got stuck in my head now. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
That was good.
Yeah, no
Okay, I'm
worries.
playing Guitar Hero as well.
That's actually on my all 80s rock list playlist on Spotify. It's shout like I actually is like it goes from living on a prayer to shout at the devil. I know the order of the playlist.
Beautiful.
For anyone interested, I'm making Adobe sesame burgers. I'm sorry, I'm cooking in the middle of the session, but I am starving.
Is it adobo?
Yeah, adobo.
Oh my god, I love adobo.
Adobo sesame burgers is what I'm making.
I was like, how in the world did you make a freaking software into a burger?
I'm into adobo. I'm so used to saying it.
Water's not on anything important. All right, there we go. Luckily, the water wasn't anything important, and I had a lid, so it mitigated the water. All right, there we go.
Oh,
Shout.
Eridrin.
That's Eridrin.
Oh yeah, is it
He's
Eridrin?
muted.
Is it really Eridrin? Hi,
He's
Eridrin.
muted, but he's here.
It's a row.
We have a row. We may not have an Eridrin, but we have a row.
We do
and in a
love
roll
to
20.
see it. We do love to see it.
Can't hear you. You're muted. But anyway,
I don't like this thing that has stepped out of the woods to the right.
Hey, wait, what? Huh?
Look up and to the right. There's something big there.
What?
I think
Am
it's
I the
me.
only person?
Do you mean Valineth the boar?
Oh, that's Valineth the boar. I didn't.
Oh, I was like, what the fuck? What are you talking about?
Yeah, you said to the right. I'm like, I swear I deleted all of those.
Yeah.
I knew it was me
Anyway.
he was talking about.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't understand
Yes,
that was supposed to be the representation of Valineth the boar. I'm sorry.
No, you're quite all right. You're quite all right.
I just saw the token change and I'm like, what's happening there?
All right. So now, with her getting her, there we go, bring her reaction back, since she used it on Slayer, like a smart person would. She is going to turn. She's going to turn herself towards you, Slayer, and Jeremy is sorry if this works.
That's fair.
But she is going to turn towards you and just basically like ball up her fists and punch both of them at your chest and shout, "Be gone!" And you need to make a charisma saving throw.
That's fair. I would like to use my feature that is called. One second while I fucking find this son bitch.
So are you high enough barbarian level for that, please?
Fanatical focus.
There it is.
To re-roll my saving throw while raging. I must
Fanatical
use the
focus.
new roll.
Don't worry, it almost can't be worse.
If right.
Almost.
Let's go!
Well.
Let's go.
I can't do it two-handed. Oh,
Nice.
all right. So she very quickly, like, be gone, punches you in the chest. The energy washes over you and doesn't work. And so
I'll just
using what quickening power that she had to try and get rid of you and try and take on the other people, she is instead only going to focus the rest of her energy on you, because you have in fact proved yourself to be the most dangerous motherfucker in the world. So incoming bursts of 1. Did you reckless this last time as well?
I did, yeah.
Okay, I apologize for what's about to happen then, probably.
That's okay. Just to be clear, my fanatical focus is no action. It is not a reaction. It is a
Yes,
no
I do remember.
action.
I do remember that. Oh, that other D20 went on a journey. Oh man.
Ha! Miss.
Yeah, no, it's spun on an axis, and where it landed, the axis could have been a 20. So.
Ooh. Well, I'm glad it missed, because I don't resist force damage. That also misses.
I don't think that one misses though.
No, that one does not miss.
And so, just like she's getting into melee combat with you, which, as anybody knows, is bad. It's a bad plan overall.
For a total
But-
Stones parents.
But yeah, you'll
Actually, discount that. I'm not going to use that stone's endurance. I'm going to save it.
Okay. You basically kind of like parry her as she's going in with these arcane infused hands, just, and then one of them just slams into your chest, and you feel the full 16 points of force damage.
I feel the funk blast.
I will say, after she tried to banish me and failed, Slayer will just be like, Cord wants me here.
Oh shit.
There is frustration in her eyes when you say that. So Eredrin, as you were attempting to track these people, like double back and get them from behind, you were about to pounce on them while they were in the forest, and then you suddenly watched her grab onto her metal companion and dimension door the both of them. And so as they disappeared, you got your motherfucker on and just started sprinting, which does bring you into the battle at initiative count 17.
Hey.
You are right here, off to the left, about question mark number of feet. About 50 feet from the battle. Coming around a tree. What would you like to do? We cannot hear you, or at least I can't.
No one has.
Wow.
Hello? We don't like mean microphones. I will say I do know that you can move and then bonus action sprint. So if that is what you would like to do to get all the way up into this battle.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Hey,
Yes.
we have sound. Beautiful.
Huzzah.
We'd love to see it.
What I was saying was I could be another 100 feet away and still be fine. No, but what I'd like to do, what I'd really, really, really like to do is from that position, I would like to, using a shrapnel arrow, fire a shot from my longbow. Sacrificing an unleash incarnation to add the extra damage to it.
So are you using your bonus action to manifest your echo?
Sure.
Okay, just making sure.
Sure. We'll have him there. And I'll just have him near me, basically. So yeah, sacrificing that attack to be able to get the more damage. Let's see if it hits.
You can do it.
I'm assuming that 12 doesn't hit.
Oh,
You can do it all night.
12 does not hit in this case.
Cool.
Do it.
So since I still have one more attack in my arsenal, we're going to use it
All right.
for another shrapnel arrow. I'm assuming a 10 doesn't hit.
ouch.
As part of that, because Slayer is part of your cover or part of her cover, roll 2 d20s as accidental advantage.
Okay.
Because he is recklessing all over the place.
7 and an 8.
Those will both end up missing Slayer if I remember right. Yeah.
Curse you, dice gods!
So, Ro,
Those two
Yeah.
you
Out of your
wanted to
system?
fail at. Yeah.
I come in to be the hero, and then I fail so miserably that I'm going to take a regular arrow and snap it as my reaction.
From superstar to Waterboy, all in one moment.
All the way.
Those last two you really wanted to fail because those would have been shrapnel arrows in Slayer's back. So.
I know.
But
yeah.
All right. So that's that was you getting there. At the end of the last turn, technically. So, if you want to move, you have movement.
Let's see. Let us see. I didn't think about the movement of it. And then, hold on. Okay, so that'd be 40 feet from there. Yeah, I've already used my bonus action, so all I have left is my movement, so I'm going to move myself up to here at the max of my distance, which would put me 40 feet away. And my echo could probably only go about there. So, yeah.
All right. So, with that, Akira, your brother's in town again.
I see. But while she turned her attention fully to the Slayer, Akira's not going to say anything. They're just going to start and hopefully hit a few times. 19?
That 19 is going to connect.
All right. So while she's facing Slayer, she'll feel 5 points of damage to the back of her neck. Let's see if the next one lands me as a 21. That'll hit.
Most certainly.
All right, let's roll some damage. Ooh, nice. That's 12 to the back of her neck.
Slamming into her back over and over again.
And survey says 17.
17 will be rebuffed.
I'm going to spend a key point.
Actually,
I can't.
I'll say 18 will be rebuffed.
18 will be rebuffed.
Because you have Slayer flanking.
Hold on 1 second. Yeah, I think that's everything I could do because that's all 3 shots. Yep.
Pop.
Yep. It's fine. Oh, last hit I'll spend a psionic recovery die for that last one. Add a little extra oomph to it. Ooh, for 6, so that would be 18 with that last one. Total. So, yep. And then after that key point for stunning strike.
Going for that stunning strike.
DC, I believe it's DC 14, but let me double check. Stunning strike, that's deflect missiles, arms of the astral self, slow fall, stunning strike. Yep, DC 14.
All right, she's barely gonna pass it.
We'll try a silvery barbs on that one.
Silvery barbs. We did come back to Elixir. That's right. Yep.
Yes. Oh no, first level spell slot. Oh shit. Right. Well, we tried.
we did try.
Hey, but
where are you throwing the advantage?
I'm going to take the advantage.
Copy that. All right.
Well, then that's my turn. So after the last hit, I said, "Don't forget about me."
All right, just bam, right into her back. The shield guardian.
Forget about me.
The shield guardian is not gonna forget about you. And is going to step out of Brandor's reach.
Oh, Brandor will take exception to that.
I figured as much.
Let me just.
It's arcane sigils still like recalibrating, molding some of that hit back. Oh, also it has to make what is it? A Constitution saving throw?
Oh, it totally does. I think. Let me double. I don't remember what kind of save it was. Let me double check the type. It was a causes at the start of its turn, the target must make a Constitution saving throw. Yeah, on a failed save, it takes another D6 fire damage. DC.
Right. The fire does extinguish because DC 13. I do happen to know that one.
Okay.
And their concentration ends, so they could focus on something else.
That is correct. So they are going to make a weapon attack, as they are prone to
want to do from time to time.
Yes. And that would that still be, that wouldn't, no, when it leaves it wouldn't still be in a position of flanking. Okay. Yeah. Just had to check that real quick. So roll in.
It's pretty cool.
Let me. So they've got 3 left. Let me double check these. Sorry. So can we expend more than 1 superiority die on an attack?
Not on an attack. So it's one.
So if I were to do a precision attack, I couldn't then make it a goading attack.
Both of those things are true.
Okay.
Yay or nay?
Oh, they can action search. I missed that.
No, that's all right.
Oh, duh, because they're a fighter, of course. Duh. Anyway, all right. We'll do the precision attack. Fuck it.
All right, roll a 4 or better.
5.
That will connect. So 6 unless.
I can't do anything else on that, can I?
Got 1 more spell slot.
But that's to smite. I could smite. No, I'm gonna save it.
All right. So as it starts to walk away, it just gets slammed in the back by Brandor's sword, but is stepping up on Akira. It would help if I didn't. It would help if I didn't have stuff in the way.
I'm really happy things are still alive for now.
I told you.
Wide open, isn't that wild? What's Akira's AC?
17 right now.
Okay, that will entirely miss. And that one will entirely miss. All right, all right, all right.
Whoosh, whoosh.
Yes, it does whoosh and whoosh. Just it's big, it's pretty quick, but it's just slow enough that you're able to just sway and move underneath its swings. Luca. Advantage on the first thing you do. What do you do?
I'm gonna shoot our wonderful abjuration wizard with a guiding bolt.
Make it so. What level?
Second level,
Oh, here it comes.
if it rolls ever.
Ever.
Eventually.
One day my dice will come.
One day.
Oh, there it goes.
One day, yeah.
Whoa,
You are all dorks.
One day. I didn't roll my advantage, so I'm gonna just roll.
Yeah, you should roll your advantage.
Right. So I'm just gonna roll a spell attack. Hey.
In that
Yes.
case,
Oh my god.
she was already casting a shield because her stuff came back. So she does recognize how lethal you are as well. So it's coming in.
How does that affect my damage? Because I crit.
So the crit damage, that's just plus 30 to that 19.
That's beautiful. I love that.
Just for the record.
I'm cool with that. Yeah.
So
okay.
49.
figured.
Yeah, so you're
Yeah,
keeping
just-
up with Slayer for damage.
Just 49 damage.
On a crit.
And she's glowing, so even if she absorbs most or any of it, it is still advantage on the next swing on her.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm
So-
hoping.
Exactly.
I'm not trying to put her down. I'm trying to make sure someone else has advantage going forward. But I figured I could add some damage while doing it. I've been fairly impressed by the arcane ward though. It's pretty pimp.
All right, so that's 49, 39, 29, 26, and then divided between them.
Not bad. 13 each.
She's doing extraordinarily poorly.
And
It's glowing.
since I didn't burn my bonus action this time, I'm going to heal Bex for 3d6
There it is.
using my warlock celestial healing.
Yeah.
So I'll get that rolled.
she throws up the arcane ward and the energy still just blasts her in the chest. You see her robes kind of like tattering a bit. She's looking really rough right now.
I don't know why it's making these roll individually, which is really annoying. But that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 points of healing to Bex.
That almost doubles her hit points.
That's like a perfect average too. 6, 1, 3. Like,
Yep.
Both ends and
Like
in the
a-
center.
yep.
Like I said, like she looked busted, and you heard noises of bones cracking, and as you call that out, the energy hitting her, you actually hear bones cracking again,
Back.
but in a good way.
All right, so this time Luca will hold out his hand and just burst forth. That's similar Stormlight kind of to the Slayers, because that's been his inspiration to get involved with this sort of thing. So the Stormlight just pushes out towards her, blasts her in the face, bounces off the shield, and then he is going to hum a soft melody, and some of that same light will just move and just jolt off towards Bex and heal Bex. Wonderfully versatile magic, this.
War and peace, if you will.
Yeah, I love it.
All right, so 100,000 words on the horrible parts of the human condition later. Are you moving anywhere else from there?
I'm gonna stay tight.
All right, Brandor.
All right. Brandor is going to move into position next to the shield guardian there. Watch here.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
Oh, my job.
And then they are gonna do. They're gonna do another Searing Smite.
Upon the Shield Guardian or upon the Abbey?
Upon the Shield Guardian.
All right, make it so.
Oof. They are gonna swing again.
I'll say that is a 10. Just
Yeah.
say it out loud.
All right. That
That's
is an
an
11. we're
It's
gonna
not just
action
you, Ro.
surge.
It's not just you.
Okay. That's an 11. Going for the action surge.
Action surge.
That's a 13.
That's a 14. That's a 14. We're getting close
14.
there.
Sorry.
Action surge.
Well,
I think the Jimothy on your
Will
breath is a
shall
little
now be
strong.
purged.
right. We got 2 more superiority die. We'll go ahead and burn one.
Good one. Good one. Ted.
Actually, so you have 3. You only burned 1.
Burn.
That was good.
You chose not to burn the second one. At least according to my math.
No, I did. Because I rolled that when you were like roll a 4 or better, and I rolled a 5.
Oh, that's right. You're right.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for being honest. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no, so I was like, no, I definitely remember expending 2. So this will be the third one, which is a 6.
Will
So
hit.
that will hit for 7. And then one more attack, right?
One more attack.
Yeah, so here we go. Let's pray this is just a good natural roll.
It is a
It is a good natural roll.
All right. All right, yeah, 21 to hit for 9 damage. We're going to go ahead and spend our last superiority die to make that a goading strike.
What's the save on that one?
So that is a wisdom saving throw DC 15. And superiority die adds damage.
All right,
regardless.
throw the DA damage. And it is go dead.
So that is 13 damage. So being goaded means that a target has disadvantage on all attack rolls against targets other than Brandor until the end of Brandor's next turn.
Copy that. Got the dots for Brandor.
And that, do they have any bonus action? No, they bonus action Searing Smite. So that's right. Searing Smite damage on that first one that hit.
That was 5 more damage, yeah?
Yep, and the target is ablaze again. So.
Oh, yeah.
Burn, baby, burn.
Oh, no, my button.
I love that. Thank you. That's a loud car.
And that will
Vroom, vroom.
that will conclude Brandor's turn.
And it's on fire. All right. Valineth.
Coming in from right field. Gonna burn all of my movement.
All of your hopes and dreams are achieved. What would you like to do with it?
Burning all of my movement to charge all the way around right up to this person, this caster that everybody has been just beating on relentlessly. And
Okay.
let me click on the correct thing here.
What's your movement there?
I got 40
Swooping for
feet.
the kill steal, I see.
40 feet before extra.
Sounds familiar, doesn't it, Justice?
Oh, so
I don't know
I
what you're
have
talking
50 feet then. It's 40
All
feet
hail
before.
Captain Killsteel.
Okay,
And it's 50
then, yeah,
after.
That's you can take a roundabout way so that you can get maximum goobage.
Yeah.
I think you will also have advantage if you're attacking her.
I mean, the thing is that I
You
already
will.
have advantage based on the guardian bit that I have because it gives all my strength-based attack rolls advantage.
Yeah, it'll still expend it, unfortunately, but
see here,
not
where is it?
unfortunately, you do have advantage. Go nuts.
Damn, that is a cool spell.
It
is.
is.
Alright, well, why
It's
did
concentration, isn't it?
I
it
believe
didn't
so,
even
yeah.
it didn't even
Because-
give it a roll.
Because
It just,
druids have a concentration tax, but
Alright, hold on here. That didn't do what it was supposed to, because it didn't give me like an actual roll for the charge. It just says if I move at least 20 feet straight forward, the target gets hit with. Oh, so I gotta hit it with a tusk real quick. Okay,
Yes, it's tusk time.
That's what it is.
You gotta gore it. Gore it with your tusk.
Yeah, it's concentration up to a
It's
minute.
not gonna fucking get it.
All right, so you go charging forward and just, and you just slam.
You know what? I'm trying to think on if a +5 is gonna get that in the
you gotta
range.
declare it before you roll.
Oh yeah. Well, I was trying to get it before. Never mind. Before the outcome, because I don't know what this thing's
No,
number is.
it's we have to declare before the roll.
Okay.
He said, not before the outcome.
What if
It's-
what if I get an advantage?
Appreciate it. You already have advantage.
I want more.
You have a reroll. Do you have a reroll?
A luck point?
Yeah.
GM inspiration?
Hold on here. Let's see.
You hide. You
Check
you,
through
you
all
hold.
things.
You hold. You hold.
Holding Caulfield.
I mean,
Did you say holding cough syrup?
Are you holding
Caulfield.
Caulfield?
you know what? I'm gonna do it because otherwise, like, what are the points for, right?
That's what the points are for.
So yeah, I'm redeeming a luck point for myself.
All right, roll one more die.
All right,
Good
let me.
luck.
I know, right? I'm marking it off real quick so I make sure that it gets marked off. Okay, let's see here. Come on, numbers.
Big numbers.
We do like numbers.
Big ones.
No whammies.
That's what we're
Much
looking
better.
for.
Much better.
All right, so now I have to make sure I add all my numbers appropriately here. Because,
So that's 10 plus 11 damage plus.
and then
Extra
and then,
D6.
Yeah, I gotta find.
Oh yeah, another D6 of force.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Isn't it 2d6?
Excuse me.
I'm making sure. I'm going to go click on it, but I do think it. I think it's.
I thought
the
it was
spell adds
2d6.
1d6. Yeah, the spell adds 1d6.
Yeah, the spell is a 1d6.
But it's multiple D6 if you hit multiple times. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But it also
Ooh,
was
Yeah,
a
I'm
nice
going crazy.
tasty
Like,
six.
I'm just hearing someone log in, log out, log in, log out.
It's Eridrin having problems, probably.
Oh no. We love you, Ro.
All right. So as you slam into her, do they get flung with
Get
that?
knocked prone.
Oh, okay.
It's a
Well-
DC 13 strength saver, knocked prone.
No, she becomes unconscious and fails the strength save immediately.
Well, I mean, I guess for flavor, could be flung with the force and everything.
I'll say it flings her 10 feet just onto the ground right here. She is hurled and like arcing with energy, and just like a snuffed out candle, all the energy subsides as she hits. Well, most of the energy subsides as she hits the ground.
Nice. And then I'm guessing the boar only has just the one melee attack. I'm guessing.
Double check your sheet.
Yeah, it might, if it says multi-attack anywhere.
No, that all I'm seeing.
All right,
Yeah,
if all it
it's-
has is the one, it has the one,
It's
but
fine.
that's a big one.
It's fine.
It's a big.
But yeah, that'll end my turn then. Because I can't really necessarily try and step in, anywhere else.
All right, unconscious she is. On the ground she is. Slayer, there is still an active combatant, or she's on the ground.
It was
What would
like
you
a,
like to
a little roar and a stamp turning towards the big machine.
I mean, fucking, yeah. I don't need a reckless, right? Advantage because prone.
Yep, she is advantage prone unconscious.
Right. Okay. Cool. Let me make sure all my toggles are toggled.
Careful with toggling yourself, especially in public.
All that public toggling.
All over the internet.
Are you in there toggling, young man?
That's 19.
Mom, Mom,
Go away,
stop
I'm
it, Mom.
toggling.
19 will hit. That is an
Go away,
automatic.
I'm
That is
toggling.
automatic 2 saves down.
Yep. Swing low, swinging again.
Swing high. Roll high, I mean,
Well, roll high, swinging low because she's on the ground.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Love it. Oh, like she's unconscious and you're making sure that the deed is done.
Yes, I am murdering this
Oh.
person.
Makes sense.
Got you. I'm not going to interfere with that.
In the hot-blooded, how do you dispose of this righteous brand soldier?
I step forward to the unconscious form, and I just essentially double tap. I flip the sword around. Well, flip it. Well, no, I'd flip it that way because I have it like this, pointing up. So I'd flip it forward, not back at my arm. But anyway, flip it forward so it's pointing down, and then just double tap, stab twice in the chest. Nothing too brutal.
And the last of her arcane energy just disperses.
And then I turn to look at the Guardian. Is the Guardian still moving about?
It is, but all of its focus turns not to you, but to her on the ground.
Interesting. Okay. Well, still kind of raging. I don't know what it's going to try to do, so gonna step forward to try to stop it because I have a bonus action to attack since I killed the creature.
Absolutely correct. Or crit, both are true.
Yeah, both are technically true. Yeah. And this one will be reckless though. Yes. Yeah. Let me also again.
Technically, you toggle that before you attack, like the first time.
Oh, okay. Well, then I guess
it's
not.
before you attack, but that's okay. It's actually not as shielded as it's not as shielded as Mom was.
Fair enough. However, an 8 will still probably miss.
Only so much I can do about that.
Yeah. I don't think I'm inspired. Yeah, nope. I'm not wasting a luck point either.
Walk it forward on this thing, just and you come down, and its arm just goes up, and it dents the arm, but it is still focused. I can just take her out. Well, technically, she's Eredrin. It's your move.
Pretty sure she's dead.
Oh no, Eredrin's gone. Oh, what do I do? So,
Eredrin. And Eredrin's back.
Hey,
Eredrin's gone. Eredrin's back. Eredrin's gone. Eredrin's back. It gives me ouchies.
I don't know why, but Discord decided to absolutely shit out on me for a minute. So, hi again.
Welcome back. What would you like to do? It's your turn.
It is my turn. And the thing I need to try to kill is guarded as fuck right now. So
yeah, you got to strafe a little bit.
It's under all the covers. It has the quilt on it, has the sheets on it, has everything. So
I am a very large boar, so I don't know how high my stomach is, but
you can take a few steps to the south.
Or
I'm thinking the west may be a better bet.
Yeah.
Or
perhaps
west, whichever one. Yeah, just 1 second, because Roll20 decided to restart too. For some reason, everything just decided to nearly die on me for a second.
Oh no.
That's all right. That's all right. Everything's been a little wonky today. It's a weird day.
It is a very odd day.
I blame the internet.
I blame the sun. The sun's been doing some weird shit.
Well,
stop it. Calm down.
The sun is blotted out where I'm from, thanks to Canada.
We're ruining our planet right now. You don't have to do it too.
Okay. So it's just not showing me the. Yeah, that's a perfect spot. I'm just gonna roll to hit from where I am because.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, I don't think this thing will bleed, so I'm gonna use a regular arrow, and I have a lot more regular
That's fair.
arrows.
That's
I am
a very fair
gonna.
assumption.
I am gonna sacrifice my last Unleash Incarnation on this first attack.
Copy that. Doubling up those D's 10.
Double
16. Does that do it?
D10s.
Is that your final answer? Do you have any way to make that not your final answer? I forget.
I do not, unless you'll let me take a buff.
No, those are before time. So with a 16, it fires and it glances off. It just barely.
Okay. You know what? We're going to give this thing a big fuck you, and we're going to attack again since I have a second attack. A 14 won't do it either. You know what? Fuck it. Action surge.
There it is.
Round
A 20. Will a 20
Yes,
hit this
a
thing?
20 will absolutely hit the thing, and you absolutely get sneak attack.
Dear God.
That took a while. That took some build up.
Some might call that a journey.
Had to break that curse.
21 damage. 21 damage for this titwad. Okay. And one.
All right. And was that was
21.
not the final attack. There it is. Yes, that one will hit as well.
Yeah. Go suck something. All of the enemies. Just go eat a bag of Richards.
All right. So
a satchel.
satchel. So just
satchel, yes.
just shot over shot. I'll flavor it as basically you're strafing and just trying to shoot under the giant boar, over Brandor's shoulder, and you finally get to a clear shot, and just 2 arrows. It's you can tell the arcane glyphs inside are they're scrambling to try and catch up. They've been shifting to heal itself, every few seconds. But now they're all shifting very quickly on the inside. You can tell with how quickly they're shifting. They're starting to overlay each other and start sparking out.
Okay.
It's doing extraordinarily bad.
Yeah, I hope this thing dies. I hope this thing burns in the coldest depths of hell. Okay, sorry. It made me mad that I missed 4 shots. So, yeah.
I had to spend 10,000 spices to get mine to hit. So.
I just see Nina Hart 22_bunny is now following us. Thank you
Let's
for the
go.
follow. We really appreciate it. We're putting us ever closer to our 200 goal so that the Bearded GM can give away some really fucking cool dice. Just saying. So we're getting close. Just wanted to publicly acknowledge that. But as siblings are wont to do with a 1-2 punch, Eredrin punches it a couple of times with arrows. Akira, what do you do?
Just gonna try and finish this thing off. If I hit, I know that a 11 does not hit.
Oh, I know I'm late to the party because there's a delay on the stream, but I'd also like to point out that person is the person who's hosting me for my stream today. So
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Nina.
looks like it all got pushed over to me.
Well, it does happen from time to time.
Does an 18 hit?
An 18 does hit.
All right, so yeah, the first 2 I whiff, but the last one I get a solid hit on.
I'll say it's not even whiffing. This thing is just it's armor and arcana. So you're slamming into it, but it's just ding ding, and then you get a solid click in between.
And that's gonna be 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right. How do you want to dismantle this thing, Akira?
Yes.
What direction is it currently facing?
It just got shot in the back twice, so it was starting to turn in the Eredrinly direction.
Pretty much right as it begins to turn in Eredrin's direction, Akira just goes in with those first two and misses, but the last one right at the torso, and just kind of like just does a straight hand right straight through it, and then rips out the side like this, so it kind of like gutting it, but it's a machine, so I guess it'll just fall over.
Well, it's held together by Arcana. So as you punch in and punch through the arcane glyphs that are animating it, you feel something on the inside of it.
Can I
like
grab
a
it?
look? I was gonna say, do you grab it?
Yeah, I'll grab it.
All right. As you pull it out, this rock, kind of like this stone. It's a very nicely, it's a well-fashioned like orb almost of a sort. As you pull it out, you look at it, and the glyphs, the glyph work seems to have been coming from this orb, but you tear it free. And as you pull it closer to your body, those glyphs being ripped away from it start vibrating it violently. Akira is going to make this dexterity saving throw with disadvantage. And let's see, how far away is everybody from you?
Oh no.
The furthest one away is Eredrin. So it is dexterity saving throw time for everybody.
And I would like to use a +2 that we had to make my 13 of 15.
Okay, make it 13 to 15.
I got a 14.
I'll say that's actually that's one of those ones that I did acknowledge it before, but I'm gonna acknowledge it now. Before roll.
Oh, before roll. Okay.
Before roll.
Well, then
So-
I'll take it. I'll take the 13 then.
All right.
That's fair.
13, 14.
So, quick question.
Mm-hmm.
I have no problem with making the dex check and whatnot, or the dex save, but I'm curious, instead of trying to get away from it with my size and of what this thing is, could I just try and
Cover it, swallow it.
try and eat it, basically?
It's like 10 feet away from you.
He's got 10-foot reach, right?
Do you have 10-foot reach?
Don't large-sized creatures have 10-foot reach?
No.
It
Oh,
depends
that's
on
just
what they
there's
are.
differences. Sorry, my bad.
You're okay.
I'd
They're
literally
just
take like a step to lunge at it, but I get it.
If you were right next to them, maybe, and you would fail the save immediately.
Oh, of course.
I don't think he cares because wild shape just goes away, right?
Oh, and let it be said that I did grab it with an astral arm because my astral arms were out. So I did grab it with an astral arm. So.
Grab
It would be
it,
even
throw-
easier for me
bring
to
it
try and just go.
closer- Bringing it closer to you, though, is the thing. Is basically you brought it up close. You look at it extremely close.
Okay, so I guess
It was nice knowing you all because I think I'm getting exploded.
it's gonna hurt, but I think you'll be okay in the end. I think.
Yeah. This is
Dex save?
an explosion. Yes, dex save, explosion of force. You do see it coming.
Okay.
I forgot I had to make that save with the giant boar. I almost clicked on my own.
Hey, at least somebody with healing capabilities will live through this.
Okay, apparently the boar doesn't have a dex saving throw.
Well, then you just use dexterity.
Okay. It's a d20.
Oh, does it have no dex? Oh, she's
It's got a 0.
Yeah, no, it's got
All right.
+0.
It's a flat 10 for the giant boar.
I'll see you in the overflow damage.
Right.
all right. So, yes, indeed. So, Brandor, I think is the only one we got.
Brandor is
Eredrin
one too.
and Eredrin. Yes, Brandor and Eredrin are also.
Oh, I rolled the wrong kind of save. I rolled a strength save. My bad.
Oh, what's the total? What's your dexterity save then?
-9 from that roll.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah.
Okay. 16 will just pass.
Whew.
That means my 14 fails.
So
What was that?
So
I rolled a
Brandor.
5.
Oh, lordy. And then one for Brandor.
Hey, you could roll low on the damage. It's possible.
Everything is
That's
possible.
20 for Brandor.
As if it's not a fixed damage amount like some things can be.
20 for Brandor. Indeed. So,
It could
as
also
this...
be like 50 d6s, so radiant damage is 50. So
I've got a good track record with death saves. It'll be okay.
As this explosion explodes from Akira, from in front of Akira's face, this does have radii of problems. So the within 5 feet is what is the
big damage.
Big damage is within 5 feet, less damage up to 15 feet, and actually Eredrin's far enough away to be at the edge of damage. So
I'd like to use Gift of Gab as a reaction so no one hears me scream like a little bitch.
uh,
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, what was the damage?
sorry, I got distracted. So
That's not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
I'm going to stone some darts.
yeah,
Good choice on saving that.
yeah, you did. So as this slams into you, Slayer, it is 16 damage for you, so 1 damage for you.
I take 1 point of damage from the explosion.
I just reduced mine by 7.
All right, Akira, that does make yours 25 damage, and you are flung 20 feet back. Brandor only takes 16 damage and is not flung back. The pieces of the Shield Guardian get flung this way.
As a note, Brandor's max HP is only 3 lower than mine.
Yeah, no, he's jacked and stacked.
Yeah.
And Valineth, you take 32 damage, but you're just far enough away that you are not flung. And then Eredrin and Luca, the both of you take just half damage beforehand, so it's 16.
Okay, that's not so bad. Does that apply to Bex too?
No, Bex takes all 32
Bex
points of damage.
Well, good thing
Bex
that
isn't
they
far enough away.
had, some shield and, some healing.
Then I would also like to argue that she is fucking obliterated by her own magic. You are muted, my friend.
Yeah, she's pretty buggered.
Yeah. She looks like she got blown up by her own golem.
Yeah, pieces of her go flying past and onto you, in fact.
Ew, gross.
You asked for it.
I didn't.
You're standing right next to her and you're like, oh yeah, she gets blown apart.
She gets obliterated. It's true. It's true.
Yeah, you basically asked for it.
No.
It's a little bit the boys. It's a little bit the boys. But Bex also gets hit and flung.
Yeah, that's not good. Slayer's rushing over there, if he can.
I'm rushing over there too.
Yeah, are we still in initiative order?
I'm not rushing anywhere. She's within range of a healing word.
And so those of you who are rushing up on her, just real quick, we're going to roll this. Okay.
If I can,
So,
I would actually like to cast a healing word though. That's
yes.
a joke.
Yes, no, exactly.
Yeah.
So those of you with healing magic, as you rush up on her, you can tell that she unconsciously just hurt, twisted a bit, coughing blood, very shallowly breathing, and y'all just start rushing up on her.
No death saves for you.
Magic flying over to her.
Fucking sorry, Shadow Walker.
Like,
Chat just
Shadow Walker's hilarious.
pretty sure 2 stab wounds in the chest and an exploding golem. Should be fine in the morning. Just need some water and Tylenol.
Oh, it's not even stab wounds. They're great sword stab wounds. With a extraordinarily shaped blade.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it was all of the flesh wound.
Can I also throw a cure wounds on her?
You may definitely.
Thank you.
Valeneth is
Kira focusing in, pulling in some of your own magic to focus and heal. You can roll a second wind too, by the way. Just
just a note. I feel like Brandor would also probably be rushing up to drop a lay on hands as well, even though we've already got so much healing going on. If this sounds like something they do.
Yeah, let's get her in as good of a place as possible. To be honest, I think we're all in agreement on that.
Yeah.
Valeneth is gonna trot off to the carapace of the thing and just start stomping the living crap out of it.
Oh yeah, no, like it just like it's armor. Yeah. It's pretty thick, but you are a very thick boar.
Indeed. But then after a little bit of that and whatnot, he'll come back towards the party and shift back down to his normal size. And, revert his wild shape. I would change my size, but I can't.
I got you, boo. All right. The forest does go quiet once again as explosions, bits of armor and person flung places, a small person flung places, though people laying hands on, calling on different deities of this and that. She is still unconscious. You can still see the threads of pink emanating from the manacle shackle around her wrists.
Right, let me take a crack at that.
What do you mean? What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna try to break them.
Oh.
Okay.
Erdfing style.
Yeah, can I try to
Yeah, except I don't have the actual ability to sunder magic. I'm just
do it. Just channel Erdfing and do it. You're the Slayer. You can do anything.
Right. You know what? Let me get a short rest in. Can we get a short rest in?
That's up to y'all if you want a short rest.
I would love to short rest.
I mean, we I don't know if anybody else from that Righteous Brand group was decided to come after and follow, but after that large explosion, they might.
They were all charmed.
That's nice.
Yeah. So what?
So is she.
So is she.
That charm's probably gonna wear off.
Yeah. You would know that if y'all short rested, that charm will likely wear off. Also, she came following because y'all said y'all were chasing after, and they didn't because y'all were chasing after, and there was a very large explosion in the forest that they may or may not have known was a thing. So it is up to you all what you would like to do.
Well, either way, how long have we traveled to get here? We haven't traveled very long.
Yeah,
which
it was maybe 5 minutes.
Which means that we don't actually have time for a short rest right now because a short rest is 30 minutes to an hour.
All right, so
we need to get.
Let me carry Bex, and let's just fucking hit the trail. Let's start.
Let's get going.
Can we get the big map, please, Jeremy?
You beat me. Your question beat me to the punch. I was already pulling stuff.
All right, so let's see. That's where we are. Let's head for the hills, baby. Right here.
All right.
What could go wrong?
So doubling back. In what way are y'all traveling? How are y'all doing?
Them? Okay, shit.
Well, y'all went kind of like up and away. So
right.
Akira went fucking just that way.
Right. Like
And
this, right.
Yeah. So technically, like y'all are like here-ish. They're here-ish.
So let's start.
Idea, because again, like before, I still have a 4th level spell. I could polymorph somebody into a giant eagle, turn into a giant eagle myself, and we can all be out of here.
Make me an eagle. Do it.
Let's do it.
Do it.
Let's do it.
All right, 4th level spell, polymorph on the Slayer to turn him into a giant eagle, and then morphing myself into one as well.
I grab Bex and Luca. Let's go.
Hey.
I will wait for Valinus to grab me.
And taking yourselves off in giant eagle form. You know, it's not impossibly dark technically.
And
going into the go ahead.
I wait for Eredrin to get on my back or somebody to get, because I'm realizing that Valinus will still only be able to take either you'd hop on Valinus back too, but like one of us is still gonna have to carry 3 people. So I would just specify that.
Technically, not the cardboard cutout is back with you all.
So both of us are gonna have to carry 3 people. So it'll
be slower going. It'll be half speed going technically.
But we'll also be very high up in the sky, which is also still at 40 feet.
Wait, if that's at 40 feet, I could literally get away faster than y'all could.
But can you fly?
I'll say, do you want to be on the ground?
This wasn't about like getting away faster on foot. This was about getting into an area that we could get away from people that can't get up to us.
Yeah. This is about flying.
Flying to a vantage point.
Yes. This isn't about... Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Get on somebody.
Whoever wants my crotch on their back more can have me.
Get on the goddamn eagle. We're escaping like the Fellowship. Come on.
Yes. We're heading for the hills still, only in a more direct line instead of having to take a serpentine pattern.
We're going where they literally can't follow with their carriage.
Yeah.
Yes.
With that though, you are flying into the sky. It's not a full moon or not a new moon kind of night. So there will still be stealth involved. They are going to have disadvantage to perceive. So go ahead and giant eagles, since the 2 giant eagles are in charge of this stealth, we're just going to have the 2 of you.
How is the wind tonight?
Well, here, I'm gonna roll it.
I guess I'll just do wild shape, even though I'm not wild shaping, like, because it doesn't have a polymorph option for extras.
I'm also
just do miscellaneous or summon or something.
Well, I'm also seeing that
wild shape option would make it put
Yes.
mental stats.
I see, and I don't want.
Is there any way I could sacrifice psionic die to help them with the stealth, or no?
Not really. That is kind of an internal helper.
What if I gave 2 for each one?
Which eagle did you jump on?
I guess Doomerin.
Okay, yeah. If you jumped on Doomerin, burn 2 and roll 1.
Okay, I can do that.
Oh god!
Roll 1. Roll a big one.
How much spice do I have? Fuck.
It's
so hard to say.
Wait, what's the bonus? Does that die have a bonus, like intelligence modifier?
Probably not.
I'm just double checking.
what?
For Eredrin's
No.
shenaniganry. Okay.
It's
It's
just
just
a
a D6.
D6.
Okay.
If I do,
I'll give my intelligence if you want.
No.
can I do advantage for myself, or is it too late for that? Do I have to do a luck
Yeah,
point?
I'll say burn the advantage.
Okay.
Buy it, burn it.
Let me do the thing. For me.
For me.
It's so much better
For
last time. We
me.
need to just be a
For
role player.
Please be a fucking better roll.
I love how some of those, like, when you redeem it, it like just redeems it immediately for yourself, whereas some of them don't.
I was the
There we
only
go.
one
Yeah.
looking out.
That brings it up to a 20.
Hey, we both got, we both got
All right,
20s.
which brings the average to 18.5, which is pretty
What?
good.
I got left alone on Rockout Island. Thanks, guys.
I'm sorry.
Nah.
Because when he did the for me, I immediately was like, dun,
Dun, dun, dun, dun, dun, dun, dun, dun.
I was the only one.
I did. Well, yeah, I
It
didn't
was
hear
in
it,
my head.
but-
I just kept it internalized.
All right.
I did not.
So, as you all take flight, and start flying off into the night, you know, first just that hard takeoff to get as high and fast as you can,
Yeah.
and then kind of starting to glide on the breeze. You all are flying. What's your passive perception as a eagle, Doomerin?
As an eagle, my passive
Take
is
into account-
14.
I think it has advantage on sight based, right?
Sure does. Yeah.
Well, I'm
Bring
triple
it
checking.
So the giant eagles.
Bring
Wait,
19.
oh, it's probably my passive perception that's
Yeah, that's
overriding that.
your passive.
Yeah, that's your passive.
Well, because it's just like
Wow,
looking at my
Jake.
I was gonna say just looking at the giant eagle that it just shows that I'm just like, wait a minute, that's probably just me.
Yeah, dude. Like, because you get to keep your mental stats. I
Yeah.
don't.
Nice. Yes. So, smart enough to follow the Alpha Eagle, but also perceptive enough to see as y'all are taking off and strafing away. And eventually crossing the road area, you notice that you see a small cadre of people, no longer around a campfire doused, blades out, a couple of them lit, as they are running into the forest, away from where you are. And they're running kind of like not shouting or anything, but they're making a bit of noise as they trample off into the forest.
Tromble.
And you all, on the other hand, begin flying this way.
Yep.
So they go one way, you go the other, leaving no tracks for them to trail.
It is real smart. Tactical.
After the better part of
handy.
yeah, you do.
Dude. Okay, but can't you turn into a Quetzalcoatl? Don't you have that?
I do.
He
That
does.
was just really low on my list, so I didn't see it first.
Okay, all right. I'm just saying, because like that thing's huge.
Some might call it a monster.
What's its CR?
It's like 1 or something, or 2 maybe.
Okay, isn't polymorph like CR equals level, right?
Technically.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. We're fine.
Just saying. In the future,
Did you want to be easier to spot?
that's fair.
But
Yeah, I am seeing it as a huge something
Yeah,
rather
it's
than.
huge,
It is a huge-
but it's
yeah,
also like, you know,
It's
It has
huge.
80. It's got 80.
and it makes
awesome.
big flaps, one might say.
The giant eagle's probably
But-
a little more graceful.
But
also who would?
trailing,
Who would think like, you know, two big ass birds? Would you? I mean, come on.
with 2 big ass birds with not unobvious passengers unless, stealth.
Fair.
But
I hide in Doomer's feathers.
so yeah, as
I disguise
you'll,
myself to become an egg person.
you'll you'll head towards the hills. And are you trying to get all the way to the hills, or just kind of like hiding in the foothill kind of rolling area?
Okay, so I mean, the way Slayer was thinking, like, okay,
We can fly for at least an hour with the polymorph I got on you.
right, so there's that. That's what I was wanting to know, first of all. And then frickin', where did we leave Adkis and
Back in Hupperduke.
Yeah.
and
At his house.
okay, and same with I'm blanking on their frickin' names.
The short haul,
No,
or
the horses.
the horses.
Form
Yeah,
and function.
Form and
Yeah.
function are back in Hupperduke at Adkis's
Yeah.
house.
Okay, so
Yep.
do we want to get back there? Is the question.
I think
Well,
we should get as close as
I think
possible while
we
we
should
can still
circle
fly.
Okay,
I think
two
we should
people
circle
talking
around
at
and
once
steal
is
their
not
cart. They
Steal
ran into
their
the woods with
cart?
swords. We should circle around and steal their cart. There's literally no way they will catch us if we go steal their cart.
and all of their supplies.
We can leave their supplies.
All of their supplies.
Because they all took off.
We could abandon the cart later, just as long as they can't use it to catch us. Because remember, they're only as fast as whatever mode of transportation they have available to them.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't even have to lose a lot of time to do it. You can go drop one or two of us off, and we can
Just take the main portions. Yeah.
and then everyone else can fly.
Slayer
And then you won't,
just
and then you
smashed
won't
the
have to
fucking
fly.
cart.
Then you won't have to fly with. You won't have to fly encumbered.
Just drop off one off of each bird and then just dip.
The
Yeah,
two
we-
people on the backs of the birds, maybe.
Yeah.
You know.
So when we flew
Well,
over,
well,
did they all abandon there, or was there like a couple that got left?
No. They all went running into the forest.
And since we've already
hell
lost
yeah.
the trail, we can circle back and drop two people off to take their carriage or their cart and horses, and we can just go.
There are-
Preferably
yeah.
somebody who has a good handle animal, though.
Which will leave tracks, though.
I do. Oh, yeah, tracks which they have to follow on foot.
That's fair.
Yeah.
They're not going to be able to catch us. They may be able to track us, but they're not going to be able to catch us. And if they but by the time they get to a point where they can catch up to us, we're short rested. Everything is we're like refreshed, and then we just whoop their ass.
And
Or we do
Slayer
another-
can only be a bird for an hour. So
Also
that. Long story short.
Walker also pointed out in their endeavor to try to find us, they're also drunk.
Well,
Yeah.
y'all had a way not to be drunk.
They might
And
also.
you did
Well, one of
know
them was a
know that Boney was
Yes.
providing a certain amount of paladinery.
That's true.
He was
That's
also
okay,
one
though.
of the
By the time they catch up to us, we'll be refreshed on a lot of things, even if they do track us. So I'm not not overly concerned with them. If they track us, they track us. You're the Slayer, and we are who we are. We do what we do, and it's fine.
Right. My
We only
thing
need
with,
to
my
get-
thing with
we only-
wanting to take their supplies, right, is that if we take their cart and their supplies, hopefully they get, eaten by wildlife or starve to death on their way back to any sort of civilization, and word of our deeds doesn't get out,
Right.
and Slayer doesn't become wanted because he's someone who gave his actual name. I don't know about the rest of the party, but like
Thank you. The only one.
making a bit of a name
Yeah, I
for
think you're
himself already, and then
Yeah.
also then
I
getting in trouble. So like there's that aspect of it. He doesn't necessarily want to be cold, heartless, and callous and leave them for dead, but it would benefit him.
Well, and also remember, they are
if
people.
never made
They are
it back
people
to civilization.
they're also people who believe with integrity in what they were doing, even though what they were doing is something that we obviously do feel is morally wrong.
Right.
So why don't we
Take the fucking stuff.
how about this? We get to the cart, we leave some supplies. We leave half of their supplies, and then we take the rest. No?
No, we
Okay.
just
No
we just- we-
supplies.
No supplies.
Like if we're taking their supplies, like if we were, like we take it all. But
if they left a pot cooking on the campfire, we take that too. Like I'm serious. At this point, we kind of have to.
We take the rocks that they made for their fire, everything. Like
I'm half tempted to make Erigen start the fire.
I will start the fire. I will burn
Let's
it.
not burn down the forest.
No, the forest did nothing.
Yeah, the forest did nothing wrong.
Okay, but they could have to like. Never mind. We'll just go take their carriage and their stuff.
Literally, just take everything that is there, like everything.
Yep.
We'll take
everything that's not nailed
down to the personal effects, the baby photos.
Even
the
if it's
love
nailed
letters.
down, I can rip it out of the fucking ground.
If it's just personal effects, just throw them off the cliff. Like,
no, I want to read his love letter to Margaret.
Find a real way to get to him.
Yeah.
Why would you want to read the love letter to Margaret so that you feel bad when they don't make it back?
No, so if they do make it back,
that's Sean.
No, I'm kidding.
That's Sean the player. That's Sean the player, not Akira the player. That's Sean the player, not Akira
That's Sean the gangster, not Akira the sweet young them.
Yeah, Sean wants to read his letter to Margaret so I could be like, guess who's going to see Margaret and leave it there.
Oh
no.
Also, the other question is,
do that.
Welcome
Akira
to Say Scoop. We're taking their carriage.
All right.
where should we abandon the cart? Those who take it, and like if we abandon it outside of
here's the thing.
Somewhere in the several days of travel between here and there. There are days of travel, even with the horses and cart.
I still say that we go south and to the west around the mountains with the cart and abandon it somewhere in the Benda swamp, and then maybe take an opportunity to fly over the mountains if we can. That way, if they follow the trail, they have no fucking idea where we're going.
That's true, and we can also take the supplies with us when we fly.
Yeah.
How many 4th level spells do you normally get a day, Teddy?
2.
Which means that
once we're away,
on the day that we're ready to fly, you put 3 people into giant eagles or some shit,
or a Quetzalcoatl.
It's concentration. I can only do one at a time.
Yeah,
we went over this before when we were doing the jailbreak.
But it'll be 2, and you can do Quetzalcoatls, and you'll be able to carry enough.
Will be better. Yeah,
because they can go full speed.
Will be fine.
We'll be fine as well.
So getting to it though. The real question, and somebody already said it, is how cooperative the horses are going to be. They don't recognize you, and they are trained. They are trained horses, but they don't recognize you. So I will let up to 2 people do stuff here. How do you want to do it?
So the real question is, like, I'm pretty good with my animal handling, like, because I've got my own horse and all that as well.
Do you have speak with animals?
I'm on a live stream, man.
I do actually, now that I think about it, because that was something I think. I'm quite certain. Hold on,
Akira, you are on a live stream.
Hey Sean, when you mute your audio, you have to do it in Discord.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
You're fine.
Okay.
Yes, you're correct.
I was pretty sure I ended up getting something with the whole reason why I have the animal handling as well, that I was able to speak with animals as well.
I was gonna say I also have a +4 animal handling, and I'm half proficient, so I can at least give you a bonus.
I only have a +1, so it ain't me. That's for sure.
But the problem is, we need Val to fly again.
Not talking to him.
Why am I hearing Rose so many times?
Because you've got him. He's not muted in the video ninja. Probably. Let me take care of that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Now you shouldn't hear it.
Oh. I didn't have myself muted in there either. My bad.
We need Val to fly though, so Val can't be one of the people to take the horses.
Well, he has one more wild shape before a short rest, so he could pop out of form, help handle the horses, and then
go back,
or at least tell them to listen to the people who are going to drive them.
Yeah.
Well, it depends.
I mean, we could just pop out.
It's the getting them hitched up part and handled That is the question. So
Right.
Okay, so I know I ended up getting it with the fancy thing that I got from you when I created this character, Jeremy. I just apparently didn't put it down, but I do know that I can speak with animals as like a cantrip or whatever.
I don't know about cantrip, but
Or maybe it was whatever.
well,
what was it?
oh, yes. Well, you specifically can do it. I swear, I'll double check your character sheet right now to make it so.
I can't seem to find it myself, but I remember that was a thing. Hence the reason I have that animal.
Is it on your spell list currently?
if it is, it should tell you where you get it from.
Oh well, no. The thing that you got was just the animal handling. Did you get Did you get the other one?
I thought that one came. Never mind.
No. That one was just handling animals and having a horse with bags.
Sure. Okay then.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, still animal handling. You know, you're probably pretty good at it. Hopefully.
Yeah, I have a +7.
Okay, good.
pretty good, one might say.
And I can at least assist to help with that because I'm half proficient.
Yeah.
So that would be a total of +8. Because it's half proficiency rounded down, right? Question mark.
I don't know. I just know I have.
Well,
What's your proficiency?
his
For the
proficiency
bard
bonus
for
is-
the bard stuff. Oh, wait, are we at proficiency bonus 4?
he
Yes.
is, and I
Okay.
am.
He is.
Oh, right.
Oh,
right.
yes, the two of us are.
Yeah, the two of us are at +4. Yeah.
So it is a plus. It is a +2 to whatever Valineth would.
It's luck of the draw. Man.
Jesus.
Hey.
So 27.
I like. I like.
Okay.
Yeah, dude.
So
love
they
it.
get obviously nervous and upset whenever giant eagles are swooping in towards the camp. They get a little bit perturbed, and then both of these dangerous predators just just poof back into form. Are you sure about that, Jess? No. You'll pop back into form, and Valineth just starts speaking very, very calming Elvish towards them, and kind of just putting up a hand, and they start calming down very quickly, and then just one by one, pretty quickly, especially considering you have Eredrin, Slayer, several of y'all have hitched up horses. Y'all crossed the continent with Fisher, for heaven's sakes. So you've done some of this horse hitching before, and it's not too much more complicated doing 4 than 2, and over the course of only about 20 minutes, rather than what could have taken significantly longer with uncooperative forces.
RJH, I have another question.
They are quiet, they are agreeable, and you get them hitched up. Yes. What's your question?
This question is purely 100% mechanics. The College of Eloquence Bard's universal speech ability does not specify. It says choose 4 creatures within 60 feet and they magically understand you regardless of what language you speak for 1 hour.
So do you use that?
Not yet.
Okay.
But when I do
check.
use it, I will use diplomacy with the horses or persuasion with the horses with all of my bullshit.
Amazing. I love that for you.
I'm just making sure because I was looking it up in the background, and there's an entire Reddit thread called "College of Eloquence's Universal Speech lets you tell dogs what good boys they are."
Oh, that's amazing.
That's my favorite thing today.
I love it.
Inspiration. That's literally the most
That's
inspiring
amazing.
thing I've heard all day.
I fucking love that.
I
That's
love it. Yeah.
amazing.
Oh man.
But yes, with all of that, they are hitched up very quickly. The supplies that were around the fire, they actually used their soup kettle to just flip and douse their fire. It appears to be.
This is a nice soup kettle.
You grab the big soup cauldron, I guess. And like the whole fucking fire stand, all of it,
Wait, wasn't their fire? Was their fire something? Because there was something about the fire that was pointed out to us when we were sitting there talking. Like my brain was thinking like campfire bead or something like that, but I can't remember now.
It was the thick stones that are near it was what was mentioned, I think.
There was something about the fire itself that was mentioned. I just can't remember though. Some little detail my brain's stuck on.
One of them had been I think had been like controlling flame and doing a
yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, or you were seeing shit because you were a little drunk.
I think it was the control flame. Yeah.
But yes, a larger cart than you're used to and a higher horsepower than you're used to as well.
Jazzy.
Nice.
All loading up carefully.
All aboard.
Oh, is everyone ready? Okay.
If it comes to the point where I need to start making handle animal checks, then I will do the universal speech thing.
Will a short rest be possible as a passenger on the cart?
For anyone who's not driving the cart. So yes, who would like to be the cart driver is I guess the question I'll have.
I have a terrible handle animal.
I'd like to volunteer Luca and Valineth.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be one of the two of us.
I have a +3. Well, it's not terrible. I have a +3.
I mean, I do get a bunch of stuff that's very useful to us back on a short rest. However,
same.
We need Valineth to be flying, right? Or are we all just piling into the cart?
Well, I'll say
we're all just
Valineth
piling
does
onto the
not
cart
need
for
to be.
now.
Valineth does not need to be flying.
Well, then, if in that case, if we're all just piling in the cart, I'll take turns with Valineth so that we can each get a short rest over the course of the next 2 hours.
I could even get a long rest in just 4.
Fair enough.
Elven weirdness.
and I'm basically and I'm still like awake the whole time. I just meditate basically.
If you give Luca 1 hour to get a short rest, I'll take over for as long as you need after that.
Yeah, I'll let you go ahead and take the rest first because Valineth would have already dealt with dealing with the horses and the handling and yeah. He'll just kind of continue with that. Let you take your short rest that you need.
I love this so much.
Awesome. Oh, man, I'm gonna burn some hit dice on this short rest. Do a song of rest for everybody. Okay.
Well, as y'all are describing it to me, it sounds much like Valineth will be able to get a long rest in about 4 hours. So by about 4 a.m., they will be entirely set, and then the rest of y'all can actually end up perhaps sleeping in the cart as the cart continues.
Mm-hmm. I'm cool with that.
Song of Rest is a good extra 5 points of healing on your.
So it sounds like we're about to get a long rest if Valineth takes over. I think that's what RGH was hinting at.
Yeah, what I'm saying is y'all have described it in a way that says Valineth is going to be able to take over at like 4 a.m, 5 a.m, and just drive the cart fully rested.
Yeah. Assuming
until we need to rest the horses.
Yeah.
Well, the horses were rested though. This was the middle of the night.
Yeah, the horses had been resting for a good probably 5-6 hours, it seems.
Okay, so this works out pretty well. So yeah, I will.
So
yeah, we come back fresh.
So
fresh and so clean.
Indeed. So y'all are going to be able to get in quite a bit of go before the horses will need to rest, like fully and officially. Mm-hmm. So where? You said we're
heading off towards the Benda Swamp.
That was what you had persuaded everyone to be working towards.
I think so.
We want to swing around southwest through the Labenda Swamp, and then abandon the cart and horses out somewhere there. Unfortunately, as much as I wish we didn't have to abandon this brand new cart, it's nice.
It is nice. It is somewhat reinforced.
Unless there's a way through the Silberquill Ridge into Hupperduke.
Yeah, that was going to be my question: is heading this way, or heading around and down?
Oh.
trying to make a hard, zigzag up and around and through, because like there are ways through the mountains. It is treacherous, it is hard. Pack animals might be able to make it, but like a cart wouldn't fucking do it. It's really rough terrain.
I think our best and safest bet is to, I hate to say it, but leave the horses in the Labenda.
Well, we also have another option, which is if they start tracking us, we could go like out towards here, loop down in this direction, and come back out to the road.
Take the real long way around.
That way, if they try to track us,
real long way around.
That way, if they try to track us, they end up out in BFE.
Oh, one thing
I do feel there's too much risk for that, though.
I would like to try to break those shackles while we're in the cart, though.
Yes,
Okay.
definitely.
Okay.
Can I try to pick
like
them
to
before you try to break them, please?
Nope.
So you don't damage the lock.
Well, they as I will mention, I think a third or fourth time, these do not have a key.
Damn. Okay, break them.
Yep, no key with the
Wait,
first description.
Question about that. Okay, so what kind of shackles are they? The old God, you can't see my
I think
video.
you said they
Are
were
they
like this.
Yeah, so
like
they
totally
they overlap this way.
Mm-hmm.
So they're connected. They don't have a chain. It's the two shackles directly connected. Though they do twist. Though there's no like hinge there. It seems they are very tightly together. Almost one would think magnetically, but they don't pull apart very easily at all.
Do they have the like the classic like police teeth on them? You know?
No, not police teeth. They're like wristband, like thick
solid
wristbands.
interlocked.
They're magic.
Damn, I was gonna say there are ways to get around some of this shit, and don't ask how I know them, but
That's fine.
not that one.
Yeah.
But,
Not that one.
So anyway, I would actually like to try to get a short rest in first, so I could get my channel divinity back to try to get that peerless athlete for the extra, just like I guess flavor extra strength, but like trying to pull apart these.
Then for that part, for this first part of the journey, I'll have Luca, who is driving during this first part,
Yes,
make a survival check to try and find a good path through.
I would rely on my allies to point out the path to me.
Oh, they're resting. They're
Well, I think-
very much.
I thought.
I'm fine. I can give. I can do it later. I can rest later. I'm fine. I can assist.
If I remember, though, I was taking the first run.
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought.
Oh, right, you were taking the first one. That's
Right,
right.
he was
Well,
taking the
Valeneth,
first run.
But I'll
apologize.
still roll.
We'll have Valeneth do it.
Well, you're
Okay.
resting. You were getting a
Okay.
short rest.
Wait, I thought
Let's go, guys. Let's go. I know exactly where I'm going.
It's the wilderness. Landscape doesn't change all that much in 60 years.
Apparently not.
You know the wild. You do. So
Rafiki
that-
know the way.
Rafiki know the way. It's true.
Let's go.
So, in that case, go ahead and click your short rest button to get your thing back, and then you are going for super athletics.
Yeah, basically.
Can I at least
Like
assist
I've
him?
already. I mean, it would give me advantage without having to rage, essentially, as well. And then.
Or- So I have expertise in athletics. If I could assist that in any way to give advantage, maybe do that.
Does it give you another bonus too?
The peerless athlete.
Yeah.
Sort of. Yeah, I'm trying to find it again real quick. I
Yeah,
can't.
that's all right. That's all right.
For some reason. Oh, it's because it's in small print right here, under the channel divinity option.
But yes, short answer, Eredrin, yes.
I can carry, push, drag, and lift twice as much weight as normal. So like it basically doubles my normal push, lift, drag from 1,500 pounds to 3,000 pounds is what I can pull. So my idea is that if I can pull 3,000 pounds, then with me trying to pull the shackles apart, I feel like I've got enough pull and grip strength there. I've already, and that also gives me advantage on the strength checks, and Erigen helping me would.
Yeah, Erigen helping you. Okay.
And I have a plus 15, so.
Okay. So
would my help give the half bonus? Is that it, or?
I'm gonna take it all into account.
Rolls a 10,
So go
gets
ahead
25. Fuck around.
Yeah. So
I rolled a 10.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
So with these very, very beautiful kind of golden shiny shackles.
Yeah.
The jeweler in me is crying, but the helper in me is happy.
You try and and grip and pull, and you have Erigen in there with tools. He's got smithing tools and trying to get a chisel in there, trying to between them, and you're able to kind of pull them apart somewhat, but they are pulled back together. You try and malform them to try and get between her wrist and the shackle. They are tight to her skin in that way. So it's really hard to try and get under it, to try and get any sort of leverage to really deform it without possibly, say, breaking her wrist while malforming
if it gets her out. I'm joking.
I'm not saying no, but
I mean, if you really wanted to do it,
she's a seamstress. We can't break her hands.
Thank you for being.
I could just cut her arms off. Yeah, Erigen.
She's a seamstress. We cannot break her hands.
But in pulling them apart that far, you notice that glyphs that are invisible to the eye basically begin to become visible, and almost in it is alerted to the danger before it can be broken, and they pull back together, and it almost looks like that golden color suddenly goes a dark, deep adamantine color.
Oh.
Other than where these glyphs start to generate, and the wrists slam back together, twist, and basically instead of one way, they turn.
Can't hear you.
Yeah, no, that's why they turn and basically almost force her elbows together in the way that they straighten out. And it's
so
if she were awake, she would be extraordinarily uncomfortable.
So here's an idea. What if we wedge something? You get it open up, pulled apart enough that we can slide, say, a blade of something between it to keep them slightly separated to try to deal with the runes on it.
Why don't I try taking this rod to make myself familiar with this here key, and as I pull the key, the fucking vestige of divergence from my pocket.
Remember, there's no keyhole.
Right, but it's a magic key, right? Maybe I could just tap it on there and it will unlock it. I don't know. This was made by the gods and stuff, wasn't it? Surely it could help somehow if I just spend some time with it. Maybe.
The fact that you called it this key is hilarious, but
I don't think we know the name of it, do we?
No, I know, but just above table, we all know how powerful this thing is. So
I think you did get the name, the skeleton key.
Yeah, we got the name.
Oh yeah, it's a skeleton key. Yeah, it's just like a universal key, right? So like it should just like transform into the key that we need to unlock this.
If a key did indeed bring this together.
Right.
If a key did not bring this together.
Sorry.
Made
The infiltrator's key. You did get that name.
Okay, the infiltrator's key.
If a key was not used, then some other magical means. Maybe we need to get someone with identify to maybe identify exactly what these things are.
Or like dispel magic.
Can I try to look at these shackles? Have I done that yet? I don't think I've tried to look at these and like.
No, there hasn't been a close inspection of the shackle.
Yeah, Akira is not Arcana gifted, so they wouldn't have. They would think that like someone like Slayer or Luca or someone else would do it.
Yeah. So, can I examine them now that I've like seen these runes appear?
You may most certainly examine them.
What kind of roll would that be?
That would definitely be an Arcana check.
Okay, just making sure. Did I have assistance with this? Was anybody helping me?
What is it, Arcana?
I
Yes?
can't help with Arcana.
I'll offer you my +2.
I'll take it.
Love it when I'm muted. I was gonna say I could help too.
Oh, are you are proficient?
I am proficient in Arcana. I have a +7.
Hey, okay. Then
Is it-
advantage and +2.
Excellent.
I was just muted for a moment because I heard loud
That's
noises
So
behind
that's
me.
that's fair. It's a 24.
Sorry, eyeballs.
Okay.
So as you are
Thanks, Shadow Walker. I appreciate the help. They said they'll help.
nailed it.
Yes, thank you, Shadow.
Actually, Shadow Walker, as a reminder, you earned an inspiration point last session. So if you ever want to cash that in to help one of the party, just let me know. I remember that.
There's a delay, so like we understand. We'll backtrack, right?
No, I'll backtrack.
We'll call in
I'll
retconning you.
backtrack 10 seconds.
Yeah.
We'll call in retconningly.
Yes, for the Jimothy quote. Okay, good. As long as you remember, because I remembered. So
Yeah, they remember. All right. So,
every farm remembers.
but that's a good roll still, so I don't think we need to
Yeah,
re-roll that.
well, yeah. Just making sure we're keeping track of things. So, as you are looking these over, you know that they have some sort of sleeping enchantment on them, which is obvious. Like you've seen it. You're seeing its effects literally on the outside.
Yeah.
And now that it's shifted and it seemingly hardened even further, and the glyph work, everything kind of manifesting, you think that whatever other sleep enchantments are on it, these are also what are known as dimensional shackles. And
Ooh, I had a character that had those. They have no key.
yeah, and like them being keyless kind of gives that away. Them being locked on in the way that they are kind of gives them away, and more particularly, other than preventing them from teleporting, which for you makes sense why they were carting her rather than something else, some other way of moving her. When the basically they can be broken out of, it's possible to break out of them, but once they are locked down, it is literally 30 days before they can be taken off by any other means than the person who bound them with them letting them go. Whomever binded her with them has to be the one to let her go, or you have to have some other way of being able to slip them off of her, because they are tight. They are now like arcanely locked. Something else has to break that before they can be actually broken, their enchantment broken out of.
What if I
Now that it's
change
been
their
activated.
composition?
Okay, so technically it says the bound creature can only do it once every 30 days.
I said what I said.
I know. Damn, that was a totally doable check for me too. I
know.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
why I didn't say you can't do it, because
Yeah,
that
I
would be
just needed to
nonsense.
roll more than a 15 on the die, or a 15 or higher.
How would you feel about doing it with advantage and inspiration?
In 30 days.
In 30 days.
So,
Unless she is released by some other means.
So, I'm wondering here. What if I was to say, polymorph them into the
A snake.
the Quetzalcoatl whatever thing, and made them a huge entity that those shackles can't hold?
Or a fly?
Yeah, or something
a fly.
small, like not something tiny. I mean, yeah.
Only one way to find out.
I mean,
Turn her into a newt.
Well, see, that's the thing. I'm pretty sure I didn't get spells back in a short rest.
No, you did not.
You got a long rest. I thought we got a long rest.
Well,
Not yet.
We hadn't done shift change yet.
Not yet.
technically not there
Got
yet.
you.
That's the plan.
Yeah, we hadn't done
yeah.
shift change yet. We did the
We can
first
try
part,
that.
but
After shift change.
yeah, 'cause that was just like an idea based on like what it does, and what it says it can do.
Okay,
So we've determined that the Slayer can't try again for 30 days. Is there anybody else who might be able to make that work?
It has
minimum?
locked down.
Oh, so it is locked down for 30 days, not just
It
gets an
has,
attempt.
it is locked down.
yeah, he has said what he has said very specifically. So,
Okay.
So with that check though, do I still think the Infiltrator's key might work, or no?
In its current form, with your understanding of the Infiltrator's key, because you've attuned to it, you've explored some of its finer details of its current form. In its current form, it would need something to pick.
Physical. Yeah. Okay. All right.
So you do know that it has possibilities beyond.
Fair enough.
Actually,
I've got nothing in my kit. Unfortunately, if I could have thrown my kit at it before you tried, I might have been able to.
So, but even though, question. So, even though it has quote unquote lockdown, it is still like a physical object made of metal.
it is still a physical object made of metal and magic.
Made of metal and magic.
And
That's
magic
fine.
is the key.
Well, the and magic can go suck a. Never mind, I can't say that on stream.
Yeah, you can.
I guess technically,
I did in fact mark our stream for having profanity, so we can say fuck all we want.
Okay.
I
fucking
do
amazing.
regularly. Like, if we was not marked,
You can in fact tell them to suck a satchel of salami. It's okay.
I was going to tell them
of
to suck
salami.
I'm sorry.
I was
Did you
going
say
to tell it to suck an
salami?
extra large cactus, but
You're nothing but a
anyway.
lint liquor.
Lint liquor.
Lint liquor.
So the I guess what my question is trying to get at is, can we scar, manipulate, or damage the metal in such a way to either hurt the runes of it to weaken the magic, or do something else to try to give
You guys want
Bex
to know?
enough room to get out?
Do you guys want to know how you get Bex out of these handcuffs? You wait until Bearded's here and let Nock use a wish on it. Boom, done. That's how you do
That's
it.
the nuclear option.
Indeed, indeed. That is the nuclear option.
Well, it's either that or
But-
wait 30 days, apparently.
But
It's only
think-
if me changing its
would-
shape and size doesn't
Well,
maybe affect it.
Unless you guys think that
Would a
unless you guys think
jeweler
that
and
Kylie
blacksmith?
unless you guys think that Kylie Shorthall might have a good chance of knocking these things off, because I mean, there's a good chance that if I throw a sending her way, she'll come meet us.
Well,
She's
let's
been
wait.
You know
known to
who
do
else
so.
has a wish?
Let's wait and see who. Let's wait and see if Valinith's shape change works, and then see what our options are, because we still have that
Love-
option on the table.
I would love for that polymorph to work. That would be so funny.
Would you like to know who else has a wish? The
Your
friend of
father.
the person who I am in love with.
Well.
You mean Aethys?
Yeah, he has a daily wish, according to Jeremy.
What? That
Yeah.
bastard. He's been.
That is
holding
true.
out on us.
He literally used it to raise your friend.
It
Yeah.
was a joke. It was a joke. I knew.
All right. Well, yes.
But
he's a
yeah, with the
selfish
scarring
man
of it.
who wanders around doing good around the world.
but he likes us so far. So
somewhat. Breaker likes me, I know that much, so I could use the break angle if we need to go that way.
Aethys likes us. We have done good. We have done good by him.
You have done good. You have done good. It's true. But so Valineth, are you going to try to do the thing?
Have we gotten a whole long rest portion yet?
Not yet. Did you still have a 4th level spell
button.
left?
No, I used the last one I
Okay.
had for the
Okay,
polymorph
just
of getting us out of there
Just
last.
making sure. Then you know, go heading onward. Continuing the journey onward. Now is where Luca's 14 survival will come into play. While they take over, guiding the cart, slightly less expertly than you, but not terribly. Over that 4 hours, assuming everybody else is still kind of teamwork, staying up for the sake of Valineth taking over, so everyone can sleep again. You all get through that 4 hours, and Valineth is able to get their long rest, fully focus themselves back up.
Let's go. So,
Now it's time to fuck some shit up.
Luca, super glad you didn't roll lower than 14. I was giving it 10 plus number of hours
good Lord.
of peace. So
yay! Just what we needed. All right then. So I guess if we don't actually need to pull off anywhere or anything, and I guess I will go with the tiny option for a polymorphing.
all right, what are you trying to polymorph her into?
I gotta find this something first.
Luckily, most of the lower CR things are tiny, so
If there's like a spell resistance or some kind of like check that needs to be made, let me know.
You are arming yourself ready to help make a check.
You know what? I did ask if anyone wanted to help me, and you did technically.
I
help
didn't
me.
have access to any spells or abilities or anything. Whereas
Inspiration.
now I need a short rest to get it. I thought we said we didn't have a chance to rest yet.
Yeah, we hadn't taken a short. We hadn't taken a short rest yet.
because you had gotten your short rest while I was doing my
Luca got
first.
the short
the
rest.
Well, then
first portion.
Luca would have gotten a short
Don't worry
rest
about
too.
in the first
don't
leg, I
worry.
thought.
Luca, yeah. Don't worry about it. What's past is past.
I'm so
We're fine.
confused. I'm so sorry.
We're fine. No worries.
I mean, we could always just let me roll a d8 real quick, see if it rolls over 30.
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Let it be.
Because I definitely would have given you inspiration. Like, I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
I thought I didn't have access to it. That's why I had asked.
Yeah, our bad. Don't worry about it.
So after me casting my polymorph, Bex will now be a cat.
All right. Trying to shrink her
Can
down.
we go smaller?
Cat's a tiny beast.
It's true.
Like, I don't think
I
I
know,
can get
but
much
that's-
tinier.
A manacle can still fit around a cat's throat and be impossible to remove.
Based on what it says, is that it can't fit on a tiny or huge. It can only fit a small to a large.
Oh, so tiny is outside of its. Gotcha.
As per the description.
I was gonna say as per its description, but I don't know what Jeremy's got concocted.
We'll see.
Exactly. I'm waiting to see how it plays out.
We're just covering the literal bases.
Yeah,
Indeed.
I hear you.
Indeed. So, with that, this is going to be a somewhat of a struggle because you are struggling against the magic of the manacles. So it will be a spellcasting check. Your bard can throw you an inspiration.
So
Gladly.
Hey, bard, throw an inspiration. throw a D8. Do it. And then throw a wisdom check, not saving throw, just a non-proficient check.
You want me to roll the D8?
No. Yeah, I want you to roll the D8, and I want Valineth to roll the wisdom check.
Wisdom.
That is an 8.
So is that.
Is there any other guidance or anything that people have to give?
Can I offer help in the form of advantage since I'm proficient in Arcana?
If they
not the wisdom
Yeah.
kind of magic.
So is there any chance I could have before doing that given myself enhanced ability with the owl's wisdom to give myself advantage on that?
A, you wouldn't have known, and B, you would be going from one concentration thing to another concentration thing, and the concentration would fall right there.
I see.
So I was asking
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. But if we waited till I had a long rest, I could have cast that spell for you.
True.
Well, I mean, maybe this won't be a one or nothing thing since we're being allowed to do this. Maybe we can try again later.
Try again.
Yeah, because I mean, I can still do another polymorph later, even without getting a long rest in right now.
So the first, this first attempt at polymorph, you reach out with the energy, and the energy grabs onto Bex's form, and you see it try to shift, and some of those pink tendrils go a sort of electric blue and try to fight against you. You see some of the fur popping out of the skin, like it's trying to work.
Oh,
and it gets.
Shadow just said, "Have my inspiration for free here."
Bam! This is why I reminded people of their inspiration points.
I just saw it pop, like it just popped up.
Thank you, Shadow.
That's because they used a highlighted message.
I literally just read that too.
Bam.
Thank you, Shadow.
Thanks for the bits, by the way.
Alrighty then.
All right, re-roll that wisdom check.
Come on. Let's go.
That's a 30.
30.
I was saying, dude, at least a little
Actually
better.
a 30.
Thanks, Shadow Walker.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
As you do, it's fighting against it, and it's you're really not sure if it's going to work, and then kind of zone in, then kind of like look towards the tendrils and start trying to like manipulate your magic kind of around them to try and slip through the cracks of these tendrils, and they shift around, and he shrinks down. The manacles fall, still locked. Fall, clank onto the back of this thing, and the cat, awakens with a huge startle, and literally starts trying to bolt, like off the back of the cart, reflexively.
Drop the concentration.
Bex.
She's shaking like a cat.
Bex.
Yeah.
She's shaking like a cat. Drop.
drops almost like right as the realization of like.
Because I thought like an eagle when I was an eagle. So
like an eagle. So which are relatively smart, but you or at least wise. And she leaps off the back, and as her feet land on the ground, she morphs back into the form of her body, and like she takes about 3 steps, and as you're pulling the cart to stop, like you call out Bex, it's us, and she stops and turns around and looks like she kind of goes into this like defensive and horrified like stance, and then looks and stares.
Akira is gonna run to her and give her like the biggest hug.
Off the cart.
Yeah, off the cart.
Cart stop. You'll slowing down for her.
But jumping off the cart is nothing for Akira anyway.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's just it's not an out of control cart, even a little bit.
And as a note, an eagle has an intelligence of 8, so it is as smart as Slayer used to be.
Exactly. So,
but Akira's gonna run to Bex and just embrace her like 100%, like pull her in.
She like literally you feel the tension of her entire body like slowly melt into Akira's embrace, and you can tell like you have like you had like thanked her and things very professionally before. She seems, her body looks more fit than it feels. As you hold her tight, it's almost like instead of like you've been around gnomes previously, like fully grown gnomes. They may be small, but it's not quite like hugging a soft child, more of a hearty small being. This is like hugging a child, like frail, frailer than she should be, and you can tell as you pull away that her eyes are not focusing on anyone.
Uh-oh.
Bex, are you there?
And yeah, I'm here. It's not here. Where is it?
What are you looking for?
The thing I told you all about before. It's when it's away from me, I can't see.
I immediately outstretch my hand and grab her by the arm and say, "It's okay. We're gonna get you home."
Oh, I can't go home. I can't go home. They know about me. They know about.
We'll get you somewhere safe.
Welcome to the party.
And for like the briefest second, she snaps her fingers, waits for a couple of seconds, and then snaps her fingers again, and Spearmint appears. Without any of the gear that you gave back to him, that all just got left at Hupperduke, but he's here.
Spearmint.
There are like obvious and very kind feelings of relief being shared by Spearmint, and towards literally all of you. Bex is just, she's still exhausted. She is still kind of, it's that like post panic attack getting a hold of her breathing again.
Mm-hmm.
But she is awake. She is safe. Blind.
Well, she can see through spirit. She can see through Spearmint's eyes, as I recall.
She tries that, and it does not work.
Akira will definitely pretty much be her seeing eye person. Like they at this juncture, knowing that Bex is fully blind, Akira will not.
They'll say they can't actively see through his eyes like she should, because she has done it before.
Right.
But right now he is completely blinded. But she can kind of like use spearmint to like do the seeing eye person thing. You know that with this problem, a not insignificant amount of any spell casting she might be able to access won't work, because a lot of spells you have to
line of sight.
You have to see things to be able to do a lot of magic. And so right now she is super limited in what she can do. But she's alive. You have
AoEs are fine.
What was the importance of that item she had again? Like, what was that? I don't.
Oh, she was very vague. She was very vague on it before.
She didn't give us a big description. All we know is that it helps her see.
Well, now specifically, that without it, can't see. And as you'll bring her back, go ahead.
I mean, as kind of like a relief off of any one party member for the time being until we can get her back to her item, I'm just going to offer like give my echo the general like command of guide her.
Fair enough.
Like let my echo be her guide, kind of.
But as she calms with her emotional support and seeing eye pseudo dragon cuddled around her neck and snuggling her in a very similar but even more intense because of how tiny she is hug that she was giving to others of you that were snuggling with him while y'all were out and about. She kind of you can tell as the panic attack subsides and y'all get back to rolling that there's a resignation in her voice of kind of giving up. She just, I was trying to protect you all from the burden of knowledge of things, but it doesn't seem like I have that luxury anymore.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of need to know how important this item is, if it's worth going back for.
This orb, this item that I was in charge of, it was an orb of the dragons. It is a very powerful artifact that contains a spirit. Well, it contains the form of a dragon inside of it.
What?
This dragon is extraordinarily malevolent. And when we got a hold of it, the dragon...
Who's we?
My former party and I.
Right.
It got a hold on the mind of our more warrior type. And he turned to slaughter us all.
Jeez.
And he tried. And I was the last one standing. I was without spell, without any way to try and bring them back, and we were in a very dangerous place. And so I had to leave. When it picked up the orb, it tried to take me too. I was able to resist it. I have a very strong mind, not to sound too proud, but I have a fairly strong will. It was not able to take me. But in doing so, I have been able to keep it from trying to take anybody else. Something that I figured out along the way. Very quickly, my body started to wither and hurt. Any form of damage hurts me worse. My life force is not nearly as strong as it once was. I still have connection to the Moonweaver. I still have connection to other patrons of my abilities. But I am, if I am ever further than about 10 feet away from it, my eyes go dark. No matter what I try, no sight can return. So I've kept it on me. I've kept it in my apron for years. Literally. Years. I've been hiding.
They took you. Do they know what it was?
I don't think they did. Not rightly. One of them touched it. Captain. She touched it, and I don't know whether it took her, but she is keeping it upon herself. I don't think it did the same to her that it did to me. I think it might do different things to different people when it connects. But she did not try and slay all of her friends, at least.
Was Abby the only girl in that group? Sorry to jump in.
No. The captain, Captain Hobbs, very, very beautiful mane of hair, very well done hair. So I don't know what her disposition is now, but I wouldn't think it is particularly good. They subdued me pretty quickly. When in my physical state, I didn't put up much of a fight. And last thing I remember, they were shackling me up, and then I went to sleep. And I woke up as a fucking cat. Thanks for that, by the way. That scared the fuck out of me.
Sorry about that, but yeah, it was just a simple measure.
I'm extraordinarily grateful. I have in fact been polymorphed before. It's not the worst thing that I've been polymorphed into, but it just true and actual thanks for that. Waking up as a cat, it was very confusing. No, it all makes sense now.
Quite understandable.
But yeah.
Can I ask, does this orb have any siblings?
I don't know. There's only so much I could learn about it. It is shrouded from a certain amount of divination, which is one of the things that was actually helping me. It was also clouding my ability to be tracked because I had it on me. Again, I don't know if that's a natural thing about it or whether that changes from person to person, but
do you know what type of dragon was in this orb?
I didn't dare look in for fear it might try again to take hold of me. I've been keeping it covered, keeping it safe, keeping it hidden.
So what did the
Keeping it safe.
orb look like?
It's a large, dark marble.
Okay.
And on the inside, looking at it, at least when I first touched it, it looked like it felt like glass, but it looked like a dragon's eye when the eye opened.
Okay.
To try and look into me. It's being held by kind of a golden talon gripping it.
Above table, did this look like the thing that I saw the mind flayer having the miners dig for?
No, it does not.
Okay.
That was a much smaller, like geometric shard of stuff. Look kind of like, you know, those D4s that have the little extra bump on the back so that they lay on the side and do like a 4.
Yeah.
On this way. It looks kind of like that, larger, longer, but essentially.
Yeah. Can't scare me like that with. You have too many magical orbs, Jeremy.
That's not an orb. That's a shard. It's very different. Very different.
I know, but still, you have too many magical geometric shapes because a circle is still a geometric shape.
Your mom's geometric shape.
That is true. That is true. The worst one of all.
It sounds worse than it is.
Right. That's why it's so good.
Like a trapezoid. That is.
Well, so seems like maybe we should go take care of these Rogers brand folks for certain and get this item back.
I couldn't truly tell you if I couldn't tell you it'd be a terribly great idea. The orb has capabilities.
So,
I knew-
not meaning
I-
to interrupt you all and whatnot, but shouldn't it be better if we have this conversation while we continue moving?
Oh, I had assumed you were moving.
Okay, last I knew we had all hopped out of the car. I didn't hear anything of us getting back in yet.
Sorry. I think I had said something about y'all continuing your journey.
Okay, I must have missed that.
Yeah,
it's fine. I figured you were.
Yeah, he said as you continue your journey, all this is relayed to us.
You're okay. I had assumed that Valineth had just, like, as soon as things had calmed down, let's go.
Yeah, basically.
So,
let's get the fuck out of here, you guys.
I'm on the same page. Sorry.
I can't recommend taking somebody wielding the orb on by hand, because I've done it, and it went very poorly for me. But we were also adventuring types. We were taking jobs all the time. I don't know the condition that the captain finds herself, but it took the will of my friend away.
Well, she seemed like a rather friendly sort, aside from being a righteous piece of shit. So I don't know how much the orb had influence over her.
I don't know who
it
was
whispers.
about.
It whispers debaucherous things into one's mind.
Oh, that's a
General debauchery is one of my favorite pastimes.
Well, she did, even though she was on duty guarding you, she did take quite a few drinks of the Jimothy, so that tracks, actually. Maybe it does have influence over her.
Of the what?
Jimothy, would you like some? It's a drink. I made it.
Would you like
You know what? You probably should.
Now's not the time to get the blind one drunk when we're being hunted.
I could actually help. Actually, you know what?
Don't
Now
get
that
the
I
blind
think about
woman drunk.
Why not?
it
She's
helps
got it right.
you. It lets you feel your surroundings. It could help her a little bit. I mean,
You're going to kill
You
her
might
liver,
start seeing
man.
things.
She's blind and weakened. Dude, one shot and he's going to go comatose, not get tremor sense.
Oh, that's the inspiration for me to Teddy. I have none to give, but that was great. That was absolutely great.
I mean,
that's good stuff.
I mean, I'm willing to try anything once.
I mean, sure, why not? It just, be careful, please.
As you pour a little bit in a cup, and she starts to bring it closer to her nose. Like, it doesn't even get all the way there. And she, what? This is a drink?
Yeah, it's perfectly safe. Trust me, I've drunken loads of it.
Make a persuasion check.
Drunk loads of it, been drunk off loads of it. That's what you hear Kira saying in the background.
It's neither here nor there. It's the same thing.
17.
And
had a one night stand off the Jimothy.
I mean, that was nothing.
Actually,
that's in game. That's in game.
That's real. Yeah, that's real. But
you're just naming off things that have happened.
And she gets up a little closer to her nose, and then kind of tips it away, takes a really deep breath farther away from it, and just shoots it, just full shot.
Let's go.
I find it sits better with bread, and I'll hand her a piece of bread.
and you hand her a piece of bread, and she just she shoots it back and just kind of leans forward, and just like her face rests on the top of the cup, and just as she limps forward a bit, and Spearmint kind of nuzzles the side of her face, pecks at the side of her face, looks up at Slayer a little frustratedly, has that indignant face, and then she kind of she sits up. Bread? You said bread?
Yeah, yes.
I like bread, and you can tell that when she says "I like bread" towards Akira, she reaches in the direction of Akira.
constantly tipsy.
While she's slammed, she does have tremor sense right now.
We can't keep this woman constantly tipsy. Her liver can't be in shape for that.
And, I'm not saying you're wrong. I am just saying that in this moment, it is actively helping.
I know, I get that, but it's it's like how technically there are some medicinal values to some things that will kill you.
As you can see, her con save is +1. She will not be able to keep this up.
I hand her the bread, and then I use Mage Hand to kind of steady her back a little bit.
Yeah, she absolutely.
The echo is sure helping her back.
Yeah,
she's trying to lay her down gently, just.
Yeah. No, she slumps against the nearest person and just kind of
feel the cart, feel the road underneath the cart.
Uses them as almost a beanbag chair, kind of flop down, and is just and she looks like she's looking up at the stars, but most of you know what she's seeing, or at least the manner in which she's seeing the things around her. And so she's kind of experiencing that 360 view of the very, very near everything, and the vibrations through the cart and all this. So it's you can tell she's actually kind of enjoying this trip a little bit. That's and just good. And is actively petting Spearmint, and just she's a very, very relaxed drunk, it seems. just eating, and this is helping her kind of fully relax. And
right, so before we get too far from these folks, should we consider pulling off and setting an ambush, since they're probably going to follow us? And we were planning on ditching this in Labenda Swamp anyway. We could set an ambush there, wait for them to catch up to us.
Well, if we have to fight them, and that's unavoidable, I don't think we're going to have to ditch the carriage.
So roughly how many individuals did we see running off, leaving the camp as we were flying by?
I mean, we knew the rest of the party would know how many people were in the group.
Yes, y'all knew how many people were in the group. Let me remind myself.
No worries.
I wasn't there other than for the flyby.
There is significantly, or not significantly, but there is, 2 less than there was.
There we go. Yes, there are 4 more people.
Yeah. I mean, we know that they're going to be going back to where the camp was. We could also just double back and go take care of them. It's grim, it's dirty work, but we need this orb back. They're kind of righteous pricks anyway. So,
if you think it's necessary, then
this orb sounds really powerful, and I don't like the idea of it being in
definitely not.
Of the Dwendalian Empire, the very oppressive sort that could use it for any number of terrible things.
So I agree. Let's bait the trap.
All right.
We either set a trap here and wait for them to follow us, or we double back and just run back.
Well, we're not 100% certain they followed us, so maybe double back.
Oh, we can make sure that they followed us.
How's that?
Well, I know them. I've met them. I can perform a sending and give them a ransom. It's not a real ransom. Obviously, we intend to fight, but it'll guarantee that they'll come.
That's my Luca. Always with a plan. Sounds good to me.
Do you think that'll work?
It's our best bet.
Well,
they trust Lachlan.
Either it works or they see through it and we just sit around for a while.
Either way, they will probably chase us.
Right. And occasionally it seems we can have a friend check from the sky if they're following.
Personally, I am more in favor of doubling back.
We can do that as well.
For the certainty, but if we would prefer to set a trap for them, I'm okay with that. But I just think I should let you all know my personal preference.
All right.
I'm okay.
I agree with doubling back.
Then double back.
That way we can ensure, because at least they're going to take the road, likely. If they didn't chase us, they're going to be taking the road back to Huppaduke. We'd catch them along the road.
There's a slim chance they could go back for reinforcements before trying to come take us.
Luckily they're on foot and we've got the horses.
Precisely.
Well,
let's do that then. Besides, I went into that last fight completely unprepared with most of my spells already burnt. This time will be different. I can help a lot more.
We did this after our short rest, right?
Yeah. Well, you're about like 4-ish hours into, you're about 4-ish hours into y'all were just about to start your long rest.
Yeah.
Because Valineth had just changed shift, had used the magic, etc. So
rest the horses, rest ourselves, finish up our long rest on the road back.
And y'all were traveling at decent speed over relatively rough terrain, but still decent speed with war horses pulling this carriage. So y'all thinking about it, giving y'all the benefit of a passive understanding, y'all would probably be able to get in a long rest, probably, and that's based off of just distance traveled in 5 hours and the terrain that y'all have been going over. If they followed your track exactly and were booking ass, they might be able to catch you before a full long rest. But that's a maybe. And they were already tired. They were already somewhat exhausted. and somewhat recovering from drunkenness.
Oh, it is
Extreme drunkenness.
rather late.
Yes. So, with that, as you all settle in to make those decisions, we will go ahead and cut it for today.
Good session, guys.
To try and make sure that because Valineth is going to be keeping watch assumedly, being the rested elf that they are, Bex is going to like take you by the wrist and thank you so much, Moonweaver. Guide your eyes, and she is going to bless you with a vigilant blessing, so that your next initiative roll will be at advantage.
Oh, how nice.
That's so cool.
So, in addition to you being alert, you basically have the rest of a weapon of warning.
Excuse me.
For yourself, at least.
Oh, excuse me.
And then the other weapon of warning is obviously in the crew.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Nice.
You get it once.
y'all can have this next week to figure out your ambush, figure out what y'all want to do, and get it set up for yourselves. So
Sounds good.
I'll get the hill terrain map ready.
Nice.
I say out loud to try and get myself to remember to do it. Unlike last
Do
week.
it.
I mean, I'm gonna have to remind myself to get some like hill style tunes and whatnot. So.
Indeed. So with that, thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank all of you that show up all the time every week. Thank you to everyone who sponsors this shit. I love it so much. I love doing this so much. So if you want to help out with that, you have your Twitch Prime subscriptions that you can use here on Twitch. If you really want to subscribe there, you can. If you want a more direct and less money taken out of what you give route, patreon.com/onceuponad20. I'm still on the old plan, the legacy plan, because I've had this Once Upon a D20 Patreon for a long ass time.
Hell yeah.
But so I don't get quite as cheated by Patreon as other people perhaps do.
Yeah.
The point is, thank you for tuning in. Until next time, please remember that kindness is always free. And please, please, please keep going.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, check out our Patreon, check out our TikToks, check out the YouTube.
All of the good things.
Solid.
I was just watching Sean that whole time.
I got that cadence. I know his cadence.